Welcome to another show. This is your boy, Chester Searles, where money rules the world with my co-hosts, AZ My Zone and Black Hands. Welcome to another show. It's your boy, Chester Searles, where money rules the world. Happy Face Podcast Show. Welcome to another show. Welcome to another show.
Talk to me. Can you hear me?
Welcome to another show. I hear you real good. Can you hear me?
You need to turn your volume up a hair.
Okay. How about now, buddy?
Perfect.
Excellent.
Wayne's World, excellent.
Listen, what's funny about that is I really took the words "excellent" from them, and I use it in my everyday spill. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
When I'm talking to somebody,
from the hood,
and they say,
you ain't
"Hey,
supposed to be watching Wayne's World."
hey, party time, excellent." Listen, excellent. That is a good word, though. Excellent, man. It'll change your day, your perception. It'll change your perception on how you view things, man.
I understand it.
Welcome to another show.
100%.
And I want to thank my new subscribers. I want to say thank you for subscribing, and hopefully we can bring you guys an entertaining show today.
Welcome to the Happy Face Podcast.
Very nice. It looks very, very nice and sunny where you're at right now.
Yes, it is wonderful. Well, the sun's going down now, but yeah, it ain't. I'm in shorts and t-shirt, sitting on my front porch.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
The missus.
Yep. She's still out there working.
No. She going down to holler at our neighbor.
Oh, okay.
She going to holler. No, God, we've been done. She took a shower. Yeah, she done. We done. What a day.
Dude, I know you've been watching the news. We got TIGERWOODS in the news.
Man.
Doing
here's the catch on that. You know this is like his third one, right? Now, because he got money,
DUI.
He's not gonna get that DUI. He's not gonna get that. He got money.
No, unfortunately. Well, he's gonna have to kill somebody first before they put him in jail.
Before they take his license.
He's gonna have to kill somebody. Well, before he's gonna have to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's crazy how money will get you out of things, but money probably got him into the thing. It's just a weird setup.
Proven. I mean, you understand the man's girlfriend either is or just was Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife. That was his latest
Tiger
girl.
Woods?
Yes. And if I'm dating
Tiger Woods,
if I'm dating Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife and I got all that bread, why in the world am I study crashing my car? Talking about he need to get help and he's gonna go get the help he need. You said that the other 2 times. I'm just saying.
When is it? When is help coming? I don't see any help.
What it proves to me is you can have all the money in the world, it don't bring happiness.
Money is not a source of happiness.
No, you got to be your own happiness. Flat
But
out. You
I
got to
do
go ahead.
I do think that money can help you uh be happy a little, you know, because you
Yeah,
wouldn't be sad.
I don't say we talking about the people that man. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. Do you remember the song?
Yeah,
And I thought it was a joke.
you're
And then
right.
you remember, I want to be a
Well,
billionaire
I wouldn't
so freaking bad. I mean, those songs they put out there.
think it's bad.
By
Wow.
all the
I never
things
looked
I
at it.
never
I never
had.
looked at it like that.
But I mean, you know what I mean? Now that
But
we older and more mature and living real grown up life, we like shit. Some of them people crashed out and they had a lot of money.
well, that's what I'm kind of getting at is like the source of the money can be you can use it and have fun with money. I'm not saying that you don't want it or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just like you need it. So, but it's just not the source of happiness, if you get what I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
agree.
it's just not the
It's not the
source.
source of happiness.
And I think you got to be so in tune with yourself and sometimes you got to sit alone and so you can understand what you are to be happy or who you are to be happy.
I'm one of them people that I don't feel you gotta crash out to the point where you go to prison, something bad happened to you before you. Now it is people that has to happen to, but I don't think that's the catalyst. And we glorify the bad of that. Oh man, you know it took God to put me in jail. God didn't put you in jail. You put you in jail, and you know you put you there. But if you took the time and learned it better, but people don't want to do what Michael Jackson said, and let's look at the man in the mirror.
Yes.
Same way I complain about where is the help to keep somebody from losing their house? Where is the help to keep somebody from being homeless? There's always help after you done crashed.
Yeah.
But where is the intervention and the help to keep somebody from going under? Because you mean to tell me Tiger Woods ain't got one person in his world that's like, hey, buddy, if you ever need to talk, you know what I mean?
But think what you just said though. How many real millionaires have real friends that would stop them from even getting in a car to drive or checking them and saying, "Hey, man, you need to get some help, man." Who it would have to be a person that makes the same as him or he looks up to.
Yeah, because it
That
seems to
can
be
only
we live in
change,
a world where nobody will listen to you unless you got money.
and it's fucked up.
It's a world, it's a fabricated world.
We living
And
in
then they look crazy at people who figured it out that I don't need all that. It's like I told Black Hands, I can use $2 million. Hell yeah, I know what I do with it, but I don't need $2 million. I'm doing just fine without it
right,
because I
right.
ain't got parasites with the hand out. I ain't got family members or fake friends. Someone see you got it. You feel me?
See,
I ain't got none of them
no, they
stresses.
coming to get it. Put it just be real about it, man. They coming to get it. Um, no matter who you are, if you got money and your family is around and stuff, man, you probably finna get they finna get you, man.
One way or the
They
other. Now,
finna
let me
get
hit you
you.
with this. I'm finna throw another narrative that is real true. If you don't believe it, look at the database. Whether you're white, black, or Hispanic, if you come from poverty and you end up with some sort of wealth, they're gonna come try and get it, one way or the other.
Yeah, they
Because
coming to
people
get it,
that
man.
know what money is, they don't do that to each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they not doing it at all.
They're not doing that because they understand you got shit that you got to do with yours, and I ain't gotta ask you because I got some too.
But that's why Tiger Woods needs somebody that is on his level or he looks up to as a mentor. Jack Nichols, whatever his name is, the other golfer. But
Yeah,
all of them be drunks though, man.
yeah,
Or
but you
drug
don't see him
addicts and stuff.
crashing out like that.
No, you don't. You really don't.
That man done been in 3 accidents. One of them almost guilty.
Yeah,
And I'm
he's
like,
pretty. He lucky.
the first thing I said was, "Where's girl?"
He
Well, I
what
mean,
is he riding? Hold on, though. What is he riding around for? Speeding at a truck with a trailer on it and roll over, man. What is you really doing up at this time of the day? You won't have nobody to go. Where are you going, Tiger? Where the hell you go? You finna go to Myers, motherfucker?
and
Where
I
are you
want to be
going, man?
clear. I want to be clear. He passed the breathalyzer.
0.0.
He passed the breathalyzer, but he wouldn't take the urinalysis. Hmm.
So
What type
some
of
in his
downer was he on? Was it medical? Was it something that medically he wasn't supposed to take that and be driving and he drove anyway? Because they already saying that they'll probably plead him down to less than DUI.
so basically a fine.
Man, it's if it ain't about the money, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't about the money,
Well, they gonna
don't
get
be
that
calling
money.
me up, be ringing my line.
They said he can do rehab overseas or something out of the country.
For
And
for what appears to be a DUI, God, dog, I got 2 of them, and I ain't never get offered to go out overseas and out of the country.
man, I've never had a DUI, thank God, and I don't even drink and
You're a
drive,
lucky
man.
man.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink
Basically,
and
this is
drive.
do not drink and drive. Tiger would do not do what Tiger do.
Yes,
Because
especially if you ain't got no money.
well, if you even got some money around here, you're gonna be in some serious fine money, man, because they're gonna take your license, they're gonna hit you with a $10,000 fine, man. Man, it ain't worth
And
it.
wait a minute, I need to clear that up for the audience. For those that do not know, Florida is the worst state in 50 to get a DUI. I know it personally. And if you don't believe me, Google it.
Yeah, drinking and driving is something that nobody should do, man. And
Nah.
sometimes, and here it go. Everybody on this panel and probably drove impaired or
Yeah.
intoxicated. And sometimes you think you drive better. You're like, man, I'm driving better than them. No, you're not, man. You are not driving better. So
I'm gonna give you one that people don't understand it as a former alcoholic. The older you get, the longer and the more effects it take on you. So at 22, you might have been all right drinking a couple beers and driving. Try that at 30. 35, 40, 45, 50. Even if you at home, you don't recover the same.
Hey, driving under the influence, DUIs, you can get a DUI for smoking weed and driving.
Right.
Depending on back in the day, yes, and depending on where you are.
Now in the day.
Today, you can get a DUI even in a state where it's legal.
Yep.
Go check it out.
No, I'm just saying you can.
No, because you're driving under the influence of a drug. You can get a DUI.
I don't think it's considered that anymore, though. They lowered the
No, it is.
Y'all
it is.
okay?
No, they're trying to figure out right now.
Hey, but I ain't trying to teach nobody nothing. I'm just telling you the truth.
No, you're right. It depends on where it is and what their law is.
No, it ain't. It don't matter where it is. You don't matter where it is.
He made it where it's not considered a narcotic no more.
It don't listen, man.
You're not hearing
it don't matter
it's under the influence of X. It don't matter what it is. It's whatever they want to.
I don't know.
You could be on aspirin, goddammit.
That's the point. You can be on blood pressure medicine, motherfucker. Because they tell you on some blood pressure medicine, don't operate heavy machinery.
Don't be driving.
Okay, you know what?
Okay, say you are 100% right. Then it just goes down to enforcement. Because I was just in traffic the other day, and the police was on one side, and somebody's car smelled like they just put it out, and ain't nobody look sideways.
Hey, listen, this is the point. The whole world it operates off of enforcement because they don't. Trump got 34 felonies and he the president. Why they ain't enforce that? You see that?
Yeah, I mean, but is there? I
so
think
listen, everything has to to the discretion of who's ever in control.
Oh, okay, you're right.
You know what?
100%.
You know what? What's funny is what y'all talking about is like I ain't gonna even lie, man. The officer that arrested Pooh, Sheisty and them. You heard that they got arrested for beating up Gucci Man.
I heard they kidnapped him and
they choked the shit out of somebody and blocked the doors, man. So something going on. But what he said in this thing was whoever comes to Dallas, no matter who you are, you should be safe. So he said it in a way that you know that it was some rappers or he was like no matter who. So when you have people thinking a certain race or whatever, that thing starts to like. It starts to make you think like, hold on, what are y'all trying to really say? You know what I mean? I've been watching a lot of this stuff. I've been watching a lot of this stuff with that comes out. And what he wanted to do, this Tiger Woods, when he's on his DUI, he wanted to be just like Justin Timberlake did. He said, I'm Justin Timberlake, like let me go. That's not finna happen, buddy. But the accountability is never being taken for these superstars. They're getting back out and doing it again. He's gonna have to kill someone for them to put him in prison.
Or permanently take his license.
That's why I said or kill himself. We don't know. But something's going to end up happening.
For sure. Something's going to end up happening. I wish him the best. And I hope he, for this time, get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, I hope he get it together. So actually, remember what we talked about Pooh Sheisty? If you change your nickname to Pooh Sheisty, I'm unfollowing you. I'm unfriending you. I'm not.
You're pretty Sheisty.
You know what I'm saying? Little stink a lot. I'm not hanging out with you because you just told everybody you don't take baths. You know?
Stank a lot.
Little stink a lot. But he said, Pooh Sheisty. Man, the culture is really messed up. That we all right. That's my
Listen, man.
dog right there, Pooh Sheisty.
They said that these motherfuckers then choked the shit out of somebody in the room. They didn't say who. They said somebody got choked out unconscious. Somebody with the victims. So it was Pooh Shiesty and his daddy doing the robbery.
Wow.
And they say he looked at they say Gucci Man looked at Gucci Man like LeBron looked at AD. You know he had to go.
Wow.
But it was a point I was trying to make though, man, and it kind of slipped my mind. But the Tiger Woods story made me compelled about even the Gucci Man stuff being real too. You know, I'm sitting there watching the TV, and I'm like, damn, YouTube or whatever. So first come across Tiger Woods, then here come Gucci Man, and I'm like, damn. But we talked about the Gucci Man stuff, you know what I mean? But I remember AZ Mazone saying that that wasn't true, and if you remember clearly, I said, wherever there's smoke, there's fire, man. Some of that stuff is something true. And
it was on my news break. It was on my news break.
Yeah.
And once I seen that, I was like, nah, this for real. This ain't just TMZ.
Well, you remember we covered it though.
Yeah. We said where there's smoke, there's fire. Because I was gonna say at the end of the day, Gucci Man, you ain't got no security. You mean to tell me Anton Daniels got better security than you? What? I'm just being realistic.
That is a good scene.
You live in that lifestyle. You got this type of money. You do this type of business, and you ain't got that type of security. Because you think you hood and street. Okay, that's what you get. There it is. That question answered. Because he should not be in no position that somebody can hold him at gun anything when you got that kind of bread. You feel me?
But we talked about this. Remember though, we talked about this about how you can only stunt on your people. We can only stunt on us. So for you to go back to to people, to the ghettos, even though he was at a studio, it's like putting yourself in a position to be robbed by your so-called you signed this man to your label. What the hell? And he does this to you. So what kind of respect is that showing the earth though, that who people don't give a fuck, man? And this is what I'm talking about. And this is what's gonna get us into our next conversation, man, is about the hand. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you're biting the hand that feeds you, what does that leave you with? What does that leave you with?
Well, I'm looking at Gucci Man, and I'm thinking, you signed this dude, and his stage name is Pooh Sheisty. He's a Sheisty guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, the man told you what he is and what he do. Sheisty covers a whole spectrum, and none of it is good. None of it.
But
I
I
mean,
still feel like
can you imagine asking somebody named Pooh Shiesty, hey man, they got some more Welch's grape juice in the store, and he tell you yeah, and you drive up there and ain't none. Man, I'm telling you, they got some. Nah, bro, Pooh Shiesty said it. It's just like the dude from the horse races in that gangster movie. Tear the ticket up. Why? He's in the lead. Pooh Shiesty said he gonna win. Tear the ticket up. That's what
man,
that name garnered. Tear the ticket up. Because Pooh Shiesty said they gonna win. Tear the ticket up. It ain't worth shit. You know what I'm saying? Hang in there. Tear the ticket up. Where you going?
Like I said, man, biting the hand that feeds you though is going to
He
be
talking about mush. He talking about mush on a Bronx Tale. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Well, if
Hang
a
in
guy
there.
named Pooh Shiesty tell you that the horse gonna win, tear the ticket up.
Well, nah, that wasn't. Yeah, well, yeah, I get what
Tell the ticket up.
Tear the ticket up. Because
Bro,
you
that's
see, it's
wild.
easy. Hey, for a second there, Black Hands, I saw you fight with the ghetto side of you. For a second there, you like, nah, but then you like, shit, he right. Yeah, because you a logical dude at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think like, nah, we used to think that shit was cool. Nah, he told you his name was Pooh Shiesty, and that's what he is a shiesty ass nigga. Okay?
But shit, you know, it be Shasty ass nigga. I like motherfuckers that's why I like Donald Trump. Because at least he tell you who the fuck he is. He ain't hiding and faking and being fake, because that's fake. At least Pooh Shiesty say,
it is a level of respect.
It is
right. At least he tell you, hey, listen, I'm Shiesty. Now, if you fuck with me, just know my name is Shiesty. So don't get mad at me. I'm just saying. Hey, I respect motherfuckers that be real.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you with this on the Trump regard. You introduced me to the dude Alex Jones. You remember him?
Yeah, I know who Alex Jones is. Yeah.
I just seen the sound bite from him, and he said if Trump himself ain't compromised, somebody real close to him is, and that makes him compromised.
Hey, that's what I was saying, and a few shows back. You are who you associate with, or you are who you support, even though you didn't do it or you wasn't there, but you associated with this person. That means you got shit on your shirt too.
Like, oh,
so
you know,
that's why you got to pay attention to who you be around.
And I'm using that analogy, which we'll cover on at another time, because it's a big difference in presidency number 1, Donald Trump, and presidency number 2, Donald Trump.
Well, number 1 was the prelude. Because remember, we had this conversation, and you was like, I said, he's gonna be president again. Do you remember that?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, everything he ain't did nothing that he did in the first one. There's some new shit here, and none of it is really good.
It was the prelude. He was because you got to get people, you know what they call it, that word, that term you said it on the last show. Sample. What is it? Get they to some to the order to the fact of you got to get them ready, or you got to get them primed, or you got to get them ready to accept this what's coming. So that was the first term, because the first term was January 6th. Right?
In so many ways.
Okay. So they was getting you ready for that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now he's doing different things, but it's still the same agenda.
And I can see that. I can say, like, wow, you know, the hand that feeds you. Because I wanted to point out, I don't know, Chet, you got that when I sent it to you. I say you do know it's Transgender Observance Day, or
you said, let me look it up what you just said.
Transgender Day of
recognizing.
Yeah, Day of Recognition.
It's called Transvisibility Day.
Visibility, which means you acknowledge them today. I'm like, wow.
So if you acknowledging them, what does that say about you?
How's that a bad thing, though? How's that a bad thing?
Oh,
how is it a good thing? How is it a good thing?
I mean, because they've been, marginalized for so long.
Because it is being
marginalized as if they're a race of people. Are they a race?
But here it go, man. Here it go. Hold on, y'all. Let's clear this up for a second. Everybody already different, right? Everybody. Like, there's no two people that really can think the same on everything. So, I can say to myself in my head, if they want to have that day, go ahead, because what does it matter to me? And I ain't saying that I care about it or do care about it or don't care about it. I mean, it's neither here nor there for me. And if they want to have whatever they have, be away with it.
I mean, we can't change the law that was made.
Right.
So I'm not going to knock that, but, you know what I mean?
I don't care what nobody else really doing, but I know what's right and wrong for my people that I have in my family, in my life. I know what I want to teach them, and it won't be that way. And it's not. Hey, it's not nothing to me because it's not good or bad to me because
I'll give you
anything
example.
in my realm of concern.
This weekend, they had no King's protest, right? And I'm speaking for people who are similar to me. They had no King's protest. Well, if you can have a no King's protest, I don't see nobody protesting that it feels like they want us to bow to these type of people. They want us now. Anti-Semitism is the thing.
What are you talking
and it's
about?
Like, wait a minute. That's what it seems like.
Anti-Semitism? What are you talking about?
If you can get fired for expressing your opinion about them, then wow. You know what I mean? It's a lot of gray areas with that.
I mean, you can get fired for expressing your opinion if it's like a negative, like hateful opinion about like anybody, like Jewish people, black people, white people.
At this point,
anything.
Man, at this point, you can get fired for saying you like the wrong type of bubble gum.
That makes no sense. What I'm trying to say is that, like,
it does.
That's different. No, that's different from saying that like trans people shouldn't like exist or like they're like horrible people or they're like mentally ill or something like that.
No. Nobody said they were
horrible.
I ain't heard nobody I'm saying that you're any opinion on them is is gonna get you fired. I'm saying the ones that people will get fired for are the ones where they're actively like hateful and bigoted. You know. I don't think it's like a thing of like bowing to them or just nothing about that. There's nothing there.
I mean, I feel you. You know what I'm saying on the topic, because this is like the 4th or 5th time you've been extra defensive of that genre of people. I mean, it's still I'm a God-fearing Christian, And so I still would openly say, hey, they not my cup of tea. They ain't people that I rock with. They ain't mean I'm finna go beat them up.
Here go what I got to say though. We are of a certain color, and there's a lot of people that don't rock with us. And
yes,
we would like to rebuttal almost and say, hey, we're all not everybody is like how you perceive people to be, us to be. So here go. You almost have to be in a situation to even know about it anyway first, right? You would have to know someone. You would have to
most of us come from a religious background.
Well,
say what?
Well, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say on the subject. America is hypocritical because in one breath they'll tell you, they'll say, you can't speak badly about
this group of people,
group or this group or that group or that group or this group, whatever the case may be. Then turn around and say you have freedom of speech. What the fuck does that mean then?
That makes no sense. It's freedom of speech, not consequence, though. Like if you're like a private business,
ain't nobody convicted. A person
no
can say, "I don't." Hold on, listen. You got to listen first before you, because you're not listening to learn anything. You're listening to
what
rebuttal.
Freedom of speech is though. Like, what's freedom of speech for you? You think you can just say whatever you want?
I can say what I want to say. Freedom of speech is I can say what I want to say.
But the consequence, whatever happens after that is, not in your control, though.
But this the point, though. So it ain't freedom. There's no freedom of speech then.
One second, guys. One second. Hey. Listen. What I'm trying to say is this. Consequences versus freedom of speech. You can say what the hell you want to say, but when consequences come, does that mean that you're being punished for what you said, or is it their freedom to do what the hell they want to do?
That's okay.
With
you
their
get
hiring,
it.
Or
now listen. Okay, so you got freedom of speech as long as you don't say what we don't like.
As long as you don't act on it.
Are you guys insane? Do you guys know what that freedom of speech is?
Check this out.
Government censoring you. It's about private companies firing you or doing whatever. That's not what it is.
Colin Kaepernick didn't say a word.
No, he didn't.
He did not say a word. And look what happened to him.
Blackballed.
So this is the thing. But he didn't say nothing. So it ain't speech.
It's expression. It's just like so obtuse. It's crazy you like say that. It's like it's expression as well.
This is the thing.
And expression.
I'm gonna say 100%. This. What happened when Tim Tebow took a knee and he spoke out against America, saying that he don't agree with abortion and he don't agree with certain things in the government? He got another baseball contract after that. And he took the knee.
But they took him out of the league for that. And his knee.
He got another contract though. He got a baseball contract after that.
But that was like 10 years after.
I'm just pointing out that it's only freedom of speech for certain people. It's freedom of speech for certain people. That's what that's the point. That's the hypocritical
question.
Hold on. Oh my God. Certain people, as far as if you got money and you already in the club.
Listen.
Well, it don't matter. I said certain people. That applies to everybody.
Listen.
Oh my God.
Would y'all think that if hold on, do you think if Stephen Curry said these same things would he, if he was hurt, would he got traded and waived or whatever? Or
It's Stephen
LeBron
Curry,
James,
so it's Stephen
Wembanyama.
Curry.
Hell yeah.
If Victor Wembanyama,
You know why? Because Mark Jackson got fired for the same organization.
You guys think that Curry would have been waived if he said something like this? Are you guys crazy?
Wait a minute. Let me get to that point
Why?
right there. And I knew we would probably go there.
Mark Jackson got fired.
Mark Jackson's not.
Take Mark Jackson out of it, because
Curry.
if you look at it, Mark Jackson was already retired. Steph Curry make the league a lot of money.
No,
and he make a lot of money
he wasn't.
doing
He got fired. He wasn't. He got fired from the job, Money. When he said that, he was the coach
Yes, he did.
of the Golden State Warriors, and he got fired.
Yes, but he said, do you think Stephen Curry would have got fired? If they said his injury was catastrophic, yes. If his injury was something he gonna bounce back from, no. Because they made a lot of money. They would have sent him to the concentration camp and see if they can get him right.
So
he would
basically,
give some bullshit apology.
So basically, you're saying he can say whatever he wants as long as he's generating money for a certain particular group. Is that what we're hearing right now?
For the team, yeah, obviously.
Kyrie Irving did.
That's hypocrite. Is that not hypocritical?
No, it's not.
Is that not hypocritical?
I'm trying to tell you.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? How is it hypocritical? How? Like, what? Can you please explain how that's hypocritical?
Listen,
maybe
this is what I.
Whoa!
You're cutting up on us.
Going in and out. We had the
But
signal
what I was
change.
going to say is this. Listen, man, what I'm saying is this about, like, if you're generating money, your ties to be cut are pretty you ain't finna be cut when you're making this money. When you bringing that money in, you was not finna get nothing.
I agree.
You ain't finna go nowhere.
And I think
So
if Jaden
we
Ivey
can
was
say
a
anything we want
PT
to.
player, if he was a primetime player, it would have been different situation. But because he barely played at the end of the Pistons run because of an injury, he got there, he was injured. He spoke his mind in an organization that I don't know if he did the math, because I've known that organization is the organization, not just the NBA. The organization, Jerry Reinsdorf, if you can't tell that there's a little sugar in the Kool-Aid with that guy, I don't know what to tell you. So for the statement, and you're not a PTP or a primetime player, yeah, he got fired. He got kicked to the curb.
I think it's important though to I think it's important to say that Jaden Ivey didn't just say stuff about LGBTQ whatever. He also said that Catholicism was a fake religion in a Chicago, and a deeply religious city.
He ain't lied. He ain't lied. He ain't lied one time.
That's crazy to even say that.
He ain't lied one time.
Also, he said that he said that God healed his knee, and then he called the team and said that Jesus healed my knee as a born again Christian, and then they flew him out for an MRI, and then they shut him down for the rest of the season. So he's
and then after that, he did the rant on his own time.
Yeah, so he's going through psychosis. So he's he obviously needs help. He also told the reporters and stuff like that, and asked them if they fornicated before marriage and stuff like that, and started kind of preaching religion to all of the whole roster of the Bulls. So this isn't just he says one thing and he's out of there. It was a growing, building thing of he was being
and you might be a little more informed. I just saw what he said off top.
Yeah.
And then I found out about how the MRI sequence went. And it does, and it would seem, and they damn sure got a case to say he was, all of a sudden he had a neurological breakdown over not being allowed to play.
Yeah.
But what he said was the truth.
I don't know.
Hey, listen, this is a classic case. This is a classic case of shut up, nigga, and dribble. The same thing they did to LeBron James when he started speaking out about the injustices in the black community. They told his ass shut the fuck up, and guess what he did? He shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I know he didn't. The shut up and dribble thing was like Fox News people and stuff. Like, I think,
well, I'm just saying he ain't say nothing else.
It was
He
still
didn't
a
say nothing
universal
else.
message.
But the same
It was a
people.
Somebody else,
universal message.
hey, somebody got to him and told him shut the fuck up. Because
Right
he
now,
ain't,
though, the same people.
he ain't spoke out or did
But the
nothing that he was doing before that. So
And
he
wait a
stopped
minute,
doing
wait a
it.
minute.
The
I'm
same
gonna go
people
even
who told
further.
LeBron to shut up and
I'm
dribble are now the same people who are like applauding Jaden and Ivey. Like, it's only if you criticize them on their side, and only if they speak on your side, right? If
Well,
Jaden and
hey, I'm
Ivey
gonna
says
use
stuff about Christianity,
in this
Fox News
cancer.
right wingers are going to support him.
Black hands.
Yeah.
Black hands. I'm gonna use Ennis Cantor.
He
Former
said,
Celtic center.
he said, what did they say to him? What did they do?
He ain't in the league no more.
Okay.
He was a sorry player. He was bad. Like, blamed out on like
Nah,
anti-China
bro.
or something.
Ennis Cantor
He
was
was
all
sorry.
right.
He was sorry. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
He was
no, this is the thing.
Nah,
Hey,
Ennis
well,
Cantor was no
if he
scrub.
was sorry, he could have been sorry, but he was in the league though. Hey,
No,
this
he
is
was
the thing.
sorry.
Sorry motherfuckers ain't in the league. If he was
Yeah,
in the
they are.
league, he ain't sorry. That's the
they are.
point.
Right now, there are
Because
many sorry people.
if that's the case, that's crazy. Because if there's sorry people in the league, then that's the league is sorry then.
I mean, yeah, he was on like a trash team.
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
Before, when they were like tanking. So it's like
I don't know if I'm making sense. Am I making sense?
no.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah,
Is
understand
it sorry? So sorry. Hey, this is what I want to ask. Cheddar Bob, if you make it to the league, are you sorry?
No,
I'm just asking the question.
And we're gonna that's a heck no.
I don't know about that. Maybe I'm
We're
crazy.
gonna talk about this one day too, though, about how if you go to the NBA and you think that your role is going to be a scorer, you're probably going to be wrong. But that it makes people look sorry when they don't know how to figure out the roles that they're given.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
it'll look like they're not that good because they're not in the right situation. But
Bruh,
that's for
Ennis
another
Cantor
day.
was
We'll
all
talk
right.
about that another
No,
day.
just like I used to tell people about that don't know about basketball, that don't know nothing about the game. They dog Anthony that went to the Lakers. Anthony Davis. He was never a center.
Nah.
That was never, but if they make you play center, how are you gonna? But you want the Anthony Davis from New Orleans Pelicans when he was playing power forward, but you're gonna take him to the Lakers and move him to center, and now he's this and that. Now he getting hurt. Now you like, oh, he's plain clothes. He's street clothes Davis. But well, he ain't playing. This is the same thing Cheddar Bob was just speaking on. They made him play a position that he don't play. So it makes him look a certain way.
Dennis Rodman was a scorer in college, and they made him a defender and a rebounder.
No, he was already that in college. He was already a defender, a hell of a rebounder in college. He was all that. He just could score, and he had the green light. This is what people don't understand.
But when he got to the league, they didn't need him for that.
Right, but he was already a hell of a rebounder and a defender.
Defense.
Yeah.
He accepted his role.
The moral of the story is, whatever job they hire you for, you might have thought you was going to sit at the desk, but they hired you and say, no, you're going to work over here in this itty-bitty closet. And matter of fact, you responsible for sweeping the hallway at the end of the night. You either going to quit the job or you going to do it.
But then this is the thing. You got to do it because it's your livelihood. This is how you feed your family. But are you going to excel at it is the question. And then you have people saying, well, he's not performing. Well, hell, you put in a position where I can't perform, though.
Yep.
But I don't know.
You expect me to
because those like roles that they're putting people in though are.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Everybody on here knows Mark Macon or heard of him. He was one of the greatest scorers of my time that I remember seeing. He's a great shooter, everything. He ended up going to Temple, leading probably in the nation of scoring, whatever. As a freshman, he goes to the NBA, gets to the Denver Nuggets. Now he's shooting. He gets to the Pistons. Now he got to play defense. So your role changes, and next thing
according to team needs.
But this motherfucker, he was great at defense though. It's just that now you got to play only defense and get your scoring off of the defense now. We might not even give you the ball on pass it to you to shoot. Now you got to go get your defensive fast break dunks or whatever.
So now he's not Mark Macon no more.
They was talking about.
Do that make sense? He ain't Mark Macon no more.
And then next thing you know, you don't know how to take that shit. You don't even know how to adjust. If you don't know how to adjust in the NBA, your game will be exposed because you're gonna have to do 5 things out there: rebound, pass, pick, shoot.
Defense. You're gonna have to do all. You're gonna have to do what the team needs you to do. If you go to this team, we're gonna need you to rebound. If you go to this team, we need you to shoot that J. If you go to this team, we need you to play defense. You see, so it's the team that you own. You're gonna have to adjust to what they need from you, and everybody can't do that. Everybody don't have that. And then you got some players that come in the league and the whole team say, fuck that. Let him do what you want, but your ass better not do it. You see that?
You better not do it.
You see? So this is what it is. And that, my friend, is the truth.
We all understand about the Willie Lynch law. I know we've heard about it, but the biggest thing is they do it to the superstars to let you know if you get out of hand, oh, you know what we're gonna do to you. So the Bulls owe him 10. They owe him $10 million still, and they like, here, you better do everything right with it because you probably will never get another check. So the Willie Lynch law is we gonna do it to the
smart,
biggest
that's
one
all he needs.
and show it to the rest.
Yeah, be smart. That's all he needs is 10 million. 10 million to do.
And then he get out from under a wicked umbrella. He get to get out from under a wicked umbrella and do what God say. So he won. Ivey won all the way around the spectrum.
You think Jalen Ivey won that when he can't provide for his family anymore? And now he's
he got $10 million. What are you talking about?
$10 million, but that's gonna go away so quickly.
Well, that's a fool. Only for a fool. Only a fool in his money shall soon part. If he's not a fool, and if he's smart and he's not a fool, he will be okay.
But he has to.
Well, I'm just saying,
he has to.
You adjust. It's called adjusting. Just like your father just was speaking about. If you can't go into the league and adjust, then you ain't gonna make it. That's the same way in life. That's the same way in life. If you can't adjust, any man, listen, I don't care. If any man got $10 million right now and he go broke, he good for him. Because you're an idiot.
The fact that you didn't figure out that you
didn't know how to adjust. You don't know how to live inside your means. You can't live. You can't live. It don't matter. Guess what? His lifestyle has to change now. Listen. His lifestyle has to change now. Does that make sense?
How can he adjust to anything else? What are you talking about? If he can't adjust to getting benched by Monty Williams, how can he adjust completely to spend below his means when he has zero income coming in from like Christian podcasts?
They owe him 10 million. What are you talking about? You keep saying zero. Your father just said they owe him $10 million. So that is not zero.
I didn't say that. I just don't think you know how. Like, listen, I'm saying that the $10 million that he has right now, he doesn't know how to adjust to a bench spot.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
I want to answer the question for him.
He said he had a mental breakdown and said he's going to kill himself because he got benched.
Man, do you believe in second chances?
I think when this guy's in a mental, like, when this guy's like mentally insane, I don't think so. When he's like in like religious psychosis, I don't think there's like a second chance for that. Of course there is, but like right now, I think.
Okay, so you said it yourself. Of course there is. So he could come out of this so-called mental psychosis and adjust and make that 10 million work for him.
But from what I'm looking at and saying like the delusions that he has with like God healed his knee and stuff like that, I don't think he's gonna like be able to adjust that, like juggle all like the mental stuff and also adjust to his new like lifestyle, especially when he just has $10 million and that's it for the.
I mean, I wish the guy best. I wish him the best of luck.
Yeah, me too.
And
yeah,
I hope that he does figure it out, because he's going to have to figure it out, because he's not going to get back into the league. And the league showed anybody who's paying attention, especially those that believe in God, what they really stand for, which we already know.
Everyone on in like the league says, I want to thank God and stuff like that. No one like, no one other than Jaden Ivey for like this harmful stuff that he's been saying.
They don't all of them don't speak out on what they do or do not believe in either.
What does that matter? Why do we have to like care or like hear from that from an athlete? All you know how to do is like dribble a basketball. Why should I care about your religious beliefs, or like why should they even like talk about that?
Okay, so you just said what Black Hand said, shut up and dribble.
It's not shut up and dribble, it's just if you are going to say something, it should be. You also have like a soapbox, right? Like these people have like millions of people looking at him. Like even Ivey, who's like not that much of a popular player now, but he had people like who are like influenced by him. For him to say like that and no like lessons of like love and like Christian forgiveness and like all this stuff, he's saying that Pride Month people should go to hell, Catholicism is fake religion, like all like this bigotry and hatred. Why shouldn't he just lead into positivity? And
bigotry was only applied to. I thought bigotry at one point in time was only applied between races, like a race.
No, you can be a bigot towards gay people.
Whether you're bigoted toward Hispanic folks, white folks, black folks. Now that's the case. I'm bigoted against fur babies. People who say they furries.
Bigotry's not racism, though. Bigotry's not racism. Bigotry's like. Racism's like a down, like that's like a type of bigotry. You know what I mean? It's not the main thing.
I
you can be a bigot against anything, though. It doesn't matter. But I don't think people would be like offended as much as if like Luke Kennard or some player like a bench player said like, no, I don't like fur babies, or people who have that.
I get you, but I'm going to speak. I guarantee you that whether he's going through a psychotic state, the statement he made, no God-fearing Christian was offended by what he said. Now, it's not finna make me stop watching basketball, because that's the sense to say then anybody who picks up a basketball is now homosexual. And that's not true.
What? How's that? Where's the correlation there?
The correlation is you said that what he said, there's people offended. I said, I can promise you there are people offended, but anybody who is a God-fearing Christian is not offended by what he said.
No, yeah, I got that part, but you said that anyone who picks up a basketball is
I said that would be the equivalent of if you were saying that everybody's offended because he said something about the LGBTQ. Yeah. And I said, that's just the equivalent of saying, oh, everybody that picks up a basketball. I'm not going to stop watching basketball because I like the sport and it entertains me.
I just don't think that it was
what
about
the
these.
NBA decides to embrace, that's on them as an organization, as people.
Yeah,
and they ain't got to answer to me.
But I don't think though.
Answer to God.
I don't think that he got released because of the LGBTQ stuff. I think that was a convenient excuse for them to make, especially in these times where if you say something like about gay people and
I agree 100% with you that I think the other underlying was his knee hurt, they don't need him, and he did that.
Yeah. And he's like a religious like zealot, even to people who don't, when someone like tries to like, shove religion down your throat, like if you're like,
please believe I'm from.
You don't want that person on your team. You know what I mean? You don't want people like that around you or on your team. So it just makes sense that he.
I don't think Man heard me say my father is a preacher.
Yeah. So right? So like
I know better than it's called experience, young man. I know for a fact. Now that didn't make me stop believing in God. I just don't go at it at how they go at it. Because I read the Bible and I got my own understanding that that's what God tells you to do. Get your own understanding of the Bible. He will give you an understanding of what you're reading. And like I said, that's not for me to judge, but I agree with what he said.
Here go what I'm saying, though. Here go what I'm saying about the Jaden Ivey thing. What if he got something out of that saying like, man, I'm living a bad life. I'm around all of these guys. They got 50. He said it now. These are his words. They're sleeping with 15 women on the road. They doing this and that. They're cheating on their wives. He's saying all of this stuff like I'm in the mix of the wolves of the heathens.
But here's the deal. If you didn't like it, Mr. Ivey, all you had to do was to say,
I don't know, man, but for you to.
If I don't like something a person says on their podcast, I ain't got to watch.
It's a weird dude, man, because.
I do agree with you that I do agree with you because
you're right.
Because there could have been like separate topics that he could have like talked about, right? Like he could have talked about, greed in the NBA, wealth disparity, all this stuff. People like cheating on each other's wife, but he just went to the gay stuff, which he can't like he shouldn't have said that if he's trying to like especially like convince people of to be Christian or to spread the faith. He needs to adapt that message more towards forgiveness
and he just found his faith and he lashed out in a form of almost like a little kid. And he lashed out, they doing and God says, but bruh, everybody don't participate like you do. So if you disagree with that young man, that's what I would advise him, then you should have just retired. And he didn't have to go out like this. Because now he's been blackballed.
But that's easier said than done. It's easier when you're getting money. When you get
I agree.
When you're getting a $300,000 check a week, man, this is something different than we can get to, So for him to, you don't know, man. When you do got money and you feel like you so straight, and then you start getting into this religious stuff, man, it will backfire on you, especially when you work for someone. You know what I mean? So it's like, your private thoughts, are your thoughts that you have, even if you if you use the freedom of speech thing, even if you do, and these consequences come back to bite you, are you so of a person that you're gonna feel like, man, I can't speak anymore? They're trying to make
silence me
not be able to have my voice. Say that again.
They're trying to silence me.
They're trying to silence me. So you'll start to feel more impelled to say more now. It's like they open up a can of worms. But the thing is, they're paying you. So now it's here. Go and do whatever you want to do. We still owe you $10 million.
Yeah.
But you better figure it out now.
Yeah, it is weird because I think even like now, because you know he got waived and stuff like that, he's gonna have even more of like a persecution complex against him, where you know it's the world and the hates him and
like
stuff like that.
At this point now all we can say as fans of basketball, we wish him best of luck in his future endeavors, because at the end of the day, he done.
Yeah. But now I think he's going to be like a preacher or something like that, or like, you know.
And I wish him the best of luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing bad to say, because what he said was the truth. But for him to just not walk away from that, and he lashed out in the fashion of a teenage kid saying, well, they stole all the ice cream out the freezer and y'all tripping on me because I asked for one. You know, whatever. But now you paid the price for that, and you're going to have to live your life. So for, you know, like the 10 million, I hope that his faith actually keeps him from spending the money the wrong way. I don't want to see the guy end up like Delonte West, who's actually got 100+ days clean. He live in Florida now.
Okay.
I'm using that as an example.
And that's funny you said that. I was going to talk about Delonte West, whatever his name is. And the reason why I was going to say that is, why isn't the NBA helping these people that are coming through this fraternity? Every last person that comes in that fraternity, it's only been like 3,000 players in the history of basketball. So why isn't there something set up for the help of these especially the young kids that's coming in? Why isn't it help for these players that have these mental breakdowns? And you got to believe, man, being a top pick, and now here it is finna becoming a word like he's a bust. That's gonna start coming up here soon. Oh, he was a bust. He was a first round draft pick. Now he's out the league now. He was a bust. And that right there will start to have mental damage to you if you are not a strong person. People can't even take comments on social media. So just think about you being a top player. Now here it is. Everybody, he might need to be on suicide watch, man. He might need to be on suicide watch because
I can't disagree with that.
Can fuck with him for the rest of his life.
He did say he was going to kill himself when he got his leg injured or something. Like when he got his leg broke, he said he was going to kill himself by just like taking a bunch of pills, and his girlfriend said not to and stuff. Like So I think now with his faith, I want to put you.
Wait a minute, but man, I want to tell you, you don't know what can cause a person to go into that state, especially, I mean, we've seen football players that crash out and they say they just couldn't handle being rich. And coming from poverty, you like, man, what's wrong with this dude? Shit, give me his money. And so when you got an injury and you're trying to build a life and you on a team and you're trying to be the star, you came in number 5. Nobody comes into the league wanting to be on the bench. Nobody comes into the league wanting to be the Robin on the team. Especially dudes that's averaging 25 in college, and they go, can you imagine me being in the draft? I'm 19 years old, did 1 year, now I'm 20, and I get drafted by the Timberwolves, and I average 25 a game. They're not bringing me there to take Anthony Edwards' spot. I'm going to come off the bench with my 25 points. You feel me? So no player, and then, I get hurt when I'm starting to get momentum.
That'll never happen.
Okay.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So he probably did go to a point where he felt like killing himself. Somebody led him to Christ, and then he went, he took the Bible up into his breast and went went all the way out. But where the psychosis comes in is why weren't you saying what you said before you got traded from Detroit? Then you get to Chicago, and because they won't let you play, now you invoke your Christianity, your faith, and you know what I mean?
Nah,
And you
but
do this.
he was doing like the devout Christian stuff like in Detroit. Like when he got drafted, like he was like still like a devout Christian. It's just like when he got benched, he said like his faith got tested, and then when he got injured, when that whole thing happened.
Well,
and
I
when he
didn't
came
know,
back,
I didn't know anything or hadn't heard anything on his faith when he got drafted to the Pistons. They really didn't talk about the guy unless he scored, 30, and that wasn't too often.
Yeah,
because he stayed hurt.
Yeah, he was
the
about
time
like
he was there.
He was like a Christian. He's been like a devout guy, but like now I think the psychosis is coming where when he said that like God healed his knee. I think that was like the worst. Like that was like the nail to coffin. Like that's insane to like even hear. Especially
you're expecting a place where some people are believers and some people are not, to just assume that the guy or person you're talking to believes in God, and you say, "Oh, my God healed my knee," and he looking at you like, "Bro, I'm looking at the X-ray."
That's illusion to them. Like that's like an actual illusion.
Whether you're a Christian or a non-Christian,
something wrong.
That's psychosis.
Whether you're a Christian or a non-Christian, if my job is X-rays and whoop, 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 and I'm looking at it, and you're telling me God healed my knee, and I'm going, bruh, your knee is about to pop through the skin on your kneecap.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Nah, you get what I'm saying?
That's delusion. Like that's like a delusional like behavior to have, and that's why I think he probably like that was like the nail in the coffin for the organization. And then he said this stuff about LGBTQ and trans people, and the Pistons aren't going to matter on Judgment Day. Then it's like, okay, we can waive this guy without like much.
Yeah, we don't need this problem.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like a locker room like menace. People didn't like him, so they got out.
Well, I didn't hear none of that. I didn't hear none of the locker room menace. They put out there that he was detrimental to the team. And I only got his word to go off of, because not another Bull or anyone in the organization, including the coach, said nothing. He said, I told the guys, good job, good shots. So how was our detriment? Well, if you look at it from the other lens, if you're going against Eminem and that's their guy, you're detrimental to what they doing. And that's the bottom line. So, like I said, I wish him luck in his future endeavors. You know what I mean? What he said wasn't wrong, but the consequences you weren't putting up or doing enough to be able to get away with saying it in their environment. Is that fair to say?
Here go what I got to say about Ivey. That's fair to say. I'm gonna say this about Ivey, and I hope he gets the help first. I hope that if he really wants to still play and be a I'm just saying, if he wants to play, I hope he's getting back in that gym and start working out once he does get his knee back right, and become a consummate pro, and become this guy that says, you know what, I'm here to do this job, and I'm going to take it so much serious than I did before, and get another chance, man.
What he gonna have
hopefully we can see this guy rise again.
Look, listen, for what he said, you and I both know what he gonna have to do is rehab his knee, be at 100%, slide overseas, and ball out. And then if he's undeniable over there, that might translate and get him back in the league. Because we know Stephon Marbury, who they said crashed out way back when. They blackballed that brother, and he won what? How many NBA Euro League championships over there? And they still, he was averaging 35 a game, and they wouldn't bring him back. He went to the Euro League and was averaging 35 a game, and they wouldn't even bring him back. And that didn't have nothing to do with religion. He didn't say nothing about gay people.
They got statues of Marbury over there right now, man. They got statues. He is very loved over there, and
so once you get blackballed,
but
once
Ivey ain't that, man. Ivey gonna have to. It's hard
because they so powerful that they can stop him from playing overseas.
I mean, no, they can't. I think if I don't know if that's even true. Because right now, right now, what's his name from the Pistons, the Beasley, who's like a career, like a, he's been accused of gambling and stuff like that. Still under investigation.
His best time was
still under investigation by the league. He's right now playing in Puerto Rico. Like I think,
Oh, they let him go. Okay.
Yeah, he just can't play in the NBA right now. He's on Bad Bunny's team, yeah. So he's still playing.
Wait a minute. Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad
that guy.
That's Bad Bunny team.
The rainbow guy. So yeah, Jaden, it's safe to say Jaden Ivey ain't gonna get that job.
Waffles, no sir.
It's safe to say Jaden Ivey ain't gonna get that job.
Bad Bunny's not gay though. I don't know why I keep relating it to gay people. He's not gay.
So if you kiss another man and tongue kiss another man, that don't constitute you as being gay?
No.
Wow. So it's all right to kiss another man, Chet?
Yeah, because I'm not saying it's all right. It's not that it's all right. No, we didn't say all right. It's if it's gay or not. I'm saying that if you
say yeah. No, don't say yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not saying yeah. I'm not saying it's okay or whatever, but I'm saying that it's not inherently
I'm just trying
gay.
to make a connection that
it's not inherently gay though.
Beasley, no, yes, it is.
It's about the intent.
I'm not tongue kissing another man.
If you're attracted to men, then you're gay. If you're not attracted to men, then you're not gay.
All right, then. He was on an MTV award ceremony performing. In the performance, he tongue kissed 2-3 dudes.
That's not gay.
What?
If he like liked it, then that's gay. I'm not. It's neither. It's just a material act. It doesn't mean
a woman does not consider you gay.
Well, she's not an expert on sexuality, so I'm not gonna. I don't really know.
Are you gonna do it?
52 years of sexuality.
Because I'm not gay, but I'm saying that because I'm not Bad Bunny. I don't need to do for a performance or something like that, or like an acting something. You know what I mean? He's doing art. That's not gay.
Also, so if a man tongue kisses another man, it's art. Is that what we call it? No,
for art, it's about the intention, right? If you do it because you're gay, that means you're gay.
There is no intention.
Yes, it is. The intention behind acts
on this planet that's gonna make me stick my tongue down. And there ain't enough money
for art.
There ain't the gold bars. I'm not sticking my
no,
tongue.
Not money. I'm talking about art's sake. I'm talking about the expression of your truth. That's called art.
I understand what they told you it is, man.
No, I'm talking about the spirit. I'm talking about the expression of the spirit. I'm talking about art. I'm talking about the ideal into the real. You're not gonna do that for the sake of art.
No,
all of its history and glory.
No, I'm not kissing no other man.
That's crazy.
No,
because what if you're not gay though?
No, they told you that.
It does. Well, I wouldn't do it
in the real world.
But because I would never kiss a man unless I'm attracted to him, which means I'm gay. I'm not attracted to men.
No, you just said you would kiss a man if it was in the form or guise of art.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that I would.
Well.
I never said that it would though. I said that it is okay to do that. And then there's different intentions for.
There's never a time that it's okay for two men to be slopping spit.
It's art, man.
Okay, and they told you two men dicking each other's behind is art, right?
No one said that. I think
It's the same thing. It's
you're
an
drawing
expression
straws
of
right
energy. Wait a minute, ain't that what he just said? It's
you're
an
drawing
expression
on
of
straws
energy.
right now. You're drawing at straws, man. I don't think you realize what I'm saying. I'm saying
no.
that
But
just
I
because
do
you kiss a
realize
man
what
doesn't mean
you're
that's
saying.
gay.
Bro, I'm telling you, every form of man code, the Bible,
The Bible isn't the main code of anything. What do you mean?
Every straight woman.
I'm talking about the ethics. I'm talking about like if you help let's just say like if you help someone on the street, but you don't do it out the kindness of your own heart, right? You do it out of you just want to feel good about yourself. Those are two different intentions for the same action. I'm saying that this can also be attributed to kissing another man on stage.
Kissing no man and sticking your tongue down his doggone throat. No.
Yes, man. I just don't get so we can have different intentions for the same act, but for that stuff we can't.
No.
That makes no sense, man. That makes no sense.
Man,
if I give
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
But if I give a man $1,000, but I record it and I do it just because I can make YouTube videos and make views off of it instead of the kindness of my own heart, that's a different intention than another. One's
but you're using that.
And
we're talking about swapping spit. That's not the same class.
It is the same thing. It's the same thing completely.
It still makes dude or homegirl a piece of shit for giving somebody money just to motherfucking make themselves feel good.
No, yeah. But I'm saying that one is to satisfy oneself and their own desires, right? Being gay.
The moral of
another
the
one
story
is for a higher purpose.
Miguel Bridges
art.
got a job on Bad Bunny's Puerto Rico basketball team, and he's known suspect. So the Jaden Ivey thing is safe to say he ain't gonna get that job.
He's not suspect. I also don't think he runs the team. He's not like the GM or something. Just because he puts his brand.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not GM. He's not like
you said Bad Bunny's team, so I'm assuming that this Puerto Rican team that's a part of the Euro League.
What?
They got teams that play all summer long.
No, it's like a Puerto Rican league. It's not the Euro League.
And I'm sure they got a team that represents the best players from that team play on the Puerto Rican team that's presented in the Euro League. They play every summer.
That's not what that is. That's FIBA.
No. You thinking about the Olympics and all that? No, there's
FIBA,
a Euro
FIBA is Euro League is like a different that's a natural league of just teams in Europe.
That's the one that Luka Doncic got 2 championships in that league, and Stephon Marbury got a whole bunch.
Yeah, but FIBA is that's where
FIBA is set up for the Olympics.
No, it's it's each representative team from each country. The players from that country, not just players in that country, who play there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Each team has a representative. Whoever wins the FIBA World Cup, it affects your seeding in the Olympics.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about you're right about. But now every summer the Euro League, because Luka used to go home when he got drafted and still play in that league every year. The Euro League. Season start. And if you play on Puerto Rico's team, if you're really good, they put you on the big team. And then you play in that tournament all summer long in that league. So Stephon Marbury has championships in that league. Now Jaden Ivey could rehab his knee, make some sort of a statement, and they might let him play over there. But he cooked as far as the NBA. It's been dudes that were better players than Jaden Ivey that got blackballed for no reason. Skip to Malou. Didn't do nothing to nobody. He got blackballed. Hey, Chad, you remember Skip to Malou?
Yes, I
Hello?
do.
Skip to Malou got blackballed. He ain't do nothing. Bonzi Wells.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Stevie Franchise.
Oh no.
Hey, Stevie
Bonzi was cold.
franchise are way
Franchise
better
was
than
cold.
they were way better than Jaden Ivey. But because of that statement, oh, he cooked. And one day, man, you'll get to, as you get a little older and you start seeing things going on in the world, you'll understand what this old geezers is talking about. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I said one day when you get a little older, you'll start understanding what this old geezers is talking about. Because I'm going to say again, under no circumstances, and I mean no circumstances, is it ever going to be accepted among straight women and straight men of another man or another woman swapping spit with each other?
Oh no, I'm gonna keep that opinion to the grave, man. I think until like I'm 90 something, because I just think
I get it.
because there's such a thing as intent and the actual act like that you
Listen
do.
to me.
and
I
you can,
did not
you know-
grow up in the generation of watching SpongeBob. I only seen it on TV because my nephew and them was watching it.
But this
and
isn't SpongeBob though. We're talking about like actual
still there.
ethics.
It's still the acceptability. That's something that they would say in SpongeBob.
You think that they would say something like that in SpongeBob?
Barney too.
They'll talk about the difference.
If it's in the
What
guise of
are
art.
you talking about? They don't. I've watched like every single episode of SpongeBob. I've never heard something so like ignorant of like the younger generation or something like that in my entire life.
But it's funny that every one of them that did watch SpongeBob as a youth all say the same thing you do. It's okay if it's in art.
Yeah, because we believe.
So there's a
in,
pattern. So what I'm saying is there's a pattern.
But
I'm not
SpongeBob
saying
doesn't gay propaganda though. That doesn't make any sense.
you said in the form of art, and then there's others who all have the same ties.
Who's
who
others?
said
I don't
that.
know who's others.
I got a nephew.
Philosophers said that. Philosophers have said that forever now. Socrates said that. Socrates.
The great
Immanuel Kant
Socrates said
that.
it's okay.
It didn't say it's okay. He said that there's different like intentions with like the same act. That's what he said. And Kant,
of a man kissing another man.
Of any act.
You know?
Of any act, yeah.
Of any act. Wow. The great Socrates said that. I'm gonna have to
Socrates,
look up
Hegel,
you know,
Kant,
you do know
anybody.
you can look up the sexual orientation of the great Socrates.
But he wasn't talking about swapping spit. He was talking about morals.
Of the great Socrates.
He was talking about ethics, not kissing dudes.
Can I ask a question?
I'm listening. I'm all here.
Little Chet. My thing is, have you ever heard of the movie 6 Degrees of Separation?
Oh God, I'm gonna throw up
Will
just you
Smith?
saying that.
No, I mean I know what it like the term, but never
Okay,
heard
so
of the movie.
It was one of
the
his
reason
first
why I'm
movies.
saying this is, well,
Yeah, hold
in
on.
that movie,
You went out, Chet.
he got caught getting banged. In that, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can hear you clear
Can
now.
you hear me now? Okay. In that movie, he got caught sodomizing another man in that movie. So, and now moving in retrospect, looking at that movie, I ain't look at the movie. I seen it on, and I actually turned to the part.
Yeah, I've
where-
seen the part.
when I turned
And
to
the
it,
part I seen, he was getting
and it
sodomized.
he was getting rammed and sodomized, yeah. And I said, what the fuck? But then all of these rumors start coming out about like how he is actually
An
gay
LBGTQ
or
member.
whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he's one of those people or whatever. But and did he do it in the taste of art, or
was that
you
what
know,
he do?
or was that intent? You know,
Yeah,
the separation.
I think-
Sometimes can people actually separate the intent with the actual with not feeling a certain way?
Most people
I
don't know the
think so.
intent though, because most people don't know the intent because most people are Philistines. They don't know, like they don't appreciate art for itself. They just appreciate, you know, what I see on the TV or whatever. Like people don't like. Most people, I think, don't really understand art, and that's fine, you know. But I think some people, you know, including me, think that there's a difference between, you know, you can be like an artist and not enjoy what you're doing and still do it for the sake of art, for, you know, art's sake, right? So if you're getting rammed or you're kissing a guy,
you think of it as art as long as you're willing to accept it as you just think what we think.
I guess so, yeah. But I mean, people even older than you guys have thought of art in this way too.
No.
Yes.
If it goes against what you believe in, why would you even do an act that you don't believe in? Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, but I think some people, I mean, this is right to the same thing where this goes to the same thing where, like, if you value, you know, this art or, you know, the spirit or whatever of art more than you do your own values, even like, you know, something even bigger than your own values, then sure, right? But it's always about, like, you know, weighing this and this. If you care about your values and, you know, you're not gay and you're strictly not that, then of course you're not going to take a role where you gotta, you know, kiss a guy. But if you care about the expression so much where you're willing to, you know, overwhelm your own values, which is even art. The
second thing you're trying to say, I almost don't even want to let you get that out, because it's like the first part that you said was the only logic way to look at something. But everybody, that's what I'm saying about this world. We're all different. We're all different. But I want you to know that it ain't right. Hopefully you already know, you know, and I don't think I have a question about that. You know,
but what was the thing that you thought I was logical on? Like, what did you think I was right about there?
About people that think it's art.
You said,
there are people who do think it's art and all that, but at the end of the day, that was a clever device to get people to accept that. And in the world, since I was a wee little boy, kissing another boy or another man, that's nah.
Yeah, but that's at the same time though, that's the view of like a Philistine. That's the view of someone who can't look at, you know, something and say this person might have been completely against it.
I think a lot of paintings and things that are considered art. I've been to many plays.
Yeah, but you can't consider that art though. What if that person?
Two men kissing. No,
for expression's sake and for, you know, the
no.
That's what. I just don't know.
That's when it goes off the rails and it's not art and it's homosexuality.
It's not art.
You're swapping spit, which is trading saliva. You're intermixing two men. Nah.
I just don't get your logic. I don't know. It's just, if you don't, it's just about the intent. Like, you're not gay inherently. That's not an inherently gay thing.
There is no good intent or way you can express two men or two women kissing each other with tonguing and swapping spit.
No.
Yeah, you keep saying the swap and spit part. No one needs to, you know. We don't need to.
No. But what I'm saying is Bad Bunny. I saw the video. I watched that awards.
You probably rewinded it a few times.
The performance, and I seen it. And I was like, because the dude was only reason why I knew who he was is because he was a professional wrestler. And so I'm like, all right, dude, for the perform, this Bad Bunny guy, man. Who's this little Spanish dude? So I seen his performance and was like, what the fuck? And he in the WWE, but right after that, they released him. Right after that performance, he got released from the WWE.
I thought gay people were like gods in the entertainment world. How is he not? How is he?
Well, I don't know what a guy does behind the scenes, but there's a guy who they had a famous tag team, two black dudes, and one of them came out as that. And during that time era, when Vince McMahon was running it, they let him wrestle. But his other partner ended up getting an ambassador role, and they say he was injured, but he spoke out just kind of similar to Jaden Ivey. He was just too popular for them to let him go, so they made him a brand ambassador. Now, you don't see no openly homosexual professional wrestlers in the WWE right now. If they gay, you wouldn't know it unless you look up their background. Whereas during that
the
guy's
question that we
wrestling
have
reign,
on the show, we can't hear me.
I can
hear you.
We got a question on the panel. It says, do you think people choose to be gay, or is it born, or is it learned, or is it nature, nurture? What is it?
I would say learned.
So how was the first gay person? How was the first gay person like a thing then? If it was like a learned thing, the chicken and the egg problem, right? So how is that person gay?
Well,
that's
when you go into a level that we would have to take a whole show to talk about, when we come down to spirituality and the spirit jumping on you and causing you to explore things that you otherwise in your right mind wouldn't.
But what's like the material like reason why like a gay person would be like, if there are like no gay people, right? Because we're assuming that if it is like a learned thing and is went, you know, here or there, there's like
I'm gonna keep it a band. I got a son who's a little older than you that does not speak to me. And I believe the reason why is because his mother's bisexual / you see what I'm saying? And I think he might have chose that route, and he already know from my religious family background that we ain't having that. We ain't having that, son, or not. So I think he chooses not to speak to me. Me, I don't give a rat's ass either way. I mean, him. You know what I'm saying? He comes from me. So whatever he's explored in life,
he is still your son, though.
Man, do you have tattoos, Money? Like, do you have like tattoos at all?
Nah, I got scars.
Okay. I was about to say, because tattoos are also like punishable like by death in the Bible, but like people don't like take that part. And
nah, there was people with tattoos that had tattoos. He just told you not to mark your body all up.
I mean, he said don't tattoo.
I got the real deal scars, you know, life, falling down, get my ass beat, you know what I'm saying? Extension cord, you know, you name it. I come from the poverty.
Yeah, but he said like, don't print any marks on. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, but I'm saying that why is stuff like that like not applied as much as, you know, and that's like more common in gay people by a lot. You know, but that's
there's a lot of them that get tampered with and all that. But once you know the truth, you got a choice.
Yeah, but that's also part of like where you're, you know, like it's like that's part of like your reason of why you're not accepting gay people is that biblical like, you know, framework of that. You know, that's,
and I truly believe.
Also, tattoos are. So why don't you? I've never heard you like talk about like tattoos and people with tattoos being like you know, not like amoral, like, you know, wrong or something. You know, it's like learned behavior.
To be honest, we haven't really had a show on like people who's covered from head to toe about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even covered head to toe. He says just don't mark yourself. Like that's like any like tattoo ever. Those people are like you know, condemned to hell. Right?
It's not a deal ender because you can have tattoos from head to toe, and if you repent, God knows that you can't get them removed. But what if
gay people repent though?
They can. That's it. That's the whole point. A gay person can repent, but he can't go back to being gay.
But that's like that doesn't make any sense though.
God forgives, and He will forgive them for their iniquity. But you can't go back to doing that.
Why not?
Because you might as well not have asked him for forgiveness in the first place.
Aren't you gonna be like a sinner in like the first? Like, aren't you gonna like sin anyways, even though you repented? So you might as well.
Well,
just,
that's
like,
the difference. The
be
difference is
yourself, right? And
man.
not like
Man is made in the image
dissonance.
of God, and the only perfect person that walked the earth was Jesus. And so he died for our sins because he knew we couldn't do it like he did it.
Yeah, but that's
So
like
now,
like a book says, not like, you know. But like,
well, I'm
why
gonna
would
put it
that
this
matter
way.
to people who just don't like care about that, right? Like if you're,
I know that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and that's why I said there are people who are not going to be offended by what Jaden Ivey said,
yeah,
and there are people who are going to be offended by what he
Right.
said. But because of the choice that he made, crash out or not, I hope the guy saves his money, because he ain't gonna never ever get another real job that matter ever again. Now he might start a podcast and a few people watch him and he make him some bucks. But as far as collegiate and playing ball, he ain't finna get a coaching job nowhere, nothing. And I'm just being realistic in today's
are we
society.
also like, because I think your point on like religion and stuff like that is interesting. So do you think like having, like the Bible says, like have obedience to your masters and stuff like that, and like condones and like, you know, gives like rules for like slavery? Is that also like, should that also be like followed into this world too? Like why is, you know, slavery like a bad thing, or, you know, why is slavery even like abolished? You know what I mean? If the Bible said that it was a acceptable and good thing.
Slavery in a way makes an individual a god. And God said there will be no other gods.
Well, not really. I mean, but God talked about keeping slaves in the Bible. Like even in the Old Testament, that wasn't like the logic that he gave. He said that you could, you know, have them in, you know, but the slave, you know, the slaves had to be obedient, right? That's the only thing. So why is something like that? Like, do you think like we should still have that since it was around 4,000 years ago?
Several races of people from slavery, and then God also had a group that he say enslaved them, because that's my punishment to them, is for them to be enslaved.
Yeah, but he like condoned it though, or like, you know, whatever.
Well, let me say, when you are the God of all, you can kind of do what you want.
Yeah, but isn't that a bit weird for the Bible to have like multiple inconsistencies?
It's the God of all. There's only one God.
But I mean, in the Bible though, God has multiple. He like completely like condones the institution of slavery.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
That was that situation.
Have obedience to your masters and don't. How's that circumstantial?
And you're talking about the Old Testament said.
I'm talking about the New Testament. This is Ephesians. This is slaves obey your earthly masters with respect and fear and like trembling with heart.
Okay, isn't that crazy? In a way, and KT's right on this. In a way, the government is our earthly masters. Yes.
But no, it's not talking about that. It's talking about like actual slavery.
No, that was okay. We know slavery's abolished. So that wasn't what he was talking about at all.
No,
but he's saying
well, here you go. Everything
slavery
else is abolished as well, as far as like these things against the people that are different. And there's nothing. Here it is. We are in the day and age that there's probably almost more of them than us. So or so yes.
How does that even be? So why are there like why is there like a trans day of visibility or like you know, Pride Month?
I want to know who made this holiday.
You didn't hear what I said. I said that there's more of them than us. There are more probably gay people out there than heterosexual.
They damn sure in the database got way more money than us, regular folks.
There's more gay people than straight people. You can't think that.
No. I'm not saying that, but they damn sure got more money. It seems like it's more of them.
That doesn't make any sense. You haven't seen the data on that either. You're just like talking.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is they got more power and they're in more power.
Yeah, because they got a holiday.
Name one gay. Let's see. Name one gay like CEO or like politician.
Jerry Reinsdorf for the
Just tell
Chicago
me
Bulls.
That's like GM who sucks, or like an owner or something like that, who's like had it from his dad.
But
So-
here's the thing
we
about that,
we
son.
just talking
It's
about
a lot
they
of people.
prefer. Go ahead, Chet.
Listen, there's a lot of people out there. A lot of people out there that are undercovers that don't say they are, or they are not transparent with what they are. Now, it doesn't matter to me, or it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, and you say a person that's in
everybody
power.
is a person.
I'm gonna name a person
Yes,
that's in
but
power right now.
everybody is a person.
Yeah.
Dana Nessel is the Attorney General for the state of Michigan, and she is openly gay. That's a lot of power.
Okay.
And she can lock you up. I'm just using her as an example. There's a ton of them.
She can't do that. She can't like lock you up.
Pete Buttigieg was the Secretary of Transportation.
Yeah, that's not a very powerful thing. Like it's
what? The dude that control the roads?
You can't control roads. Like he's like a placeholder, like, you know, cabinet position.
I get
that's
what
like
you're
not
saying, but it's still a position of power. And he's way more
What I'm
wealthier
getting
than
at,
everybody on this podcast.
is this, man.
Yeah, 'cause he's a
what I'm trying to
lobbyist.
let me get this off. What I'm trying to say is that there are so many people out here that are not like you anyway. So it almost doesn't. It's like it's not something that's going to affect me at this moment. You know, if you get what I'm saying, there's nothing that anybody else is doing that affects me. I just can't have the thoughts. You know, I just hate that people thoughts are always weighed in on something other than what people are doing. Like people always got something to say about blacks. Somebody got something to say about white people. Somebody got something to say about Mexicans. Somebody say about gay. Somebody about transgender, whatever. If it's not affecting you, it could be almost overlooked. If nobody's advancing at you, it should be overlooked, because guess what? You still have to work with people. You have to convert. You have to communicate with people. You got to do all of these things on
I'm not
Earth
a
to
person
where.
who believes, and I would, if you were at work with me and you study badgering the gay guy, I'm gonna go tell him, because we got to work with that guy, and as long as he does the job, his sexuality ain't none of my problem. Because I ain't the one. I'll still tell that same gay guy I don't agree with your lifestyle, but I'm not finna beat him up. I'm not finna bother him about his sexuality, because I got to work with him.
It's like you don't do that on this earth. You just don't do that on this earth, man, because like I said, we're always looked at as black people as something. People we could be walking towards the store, somebody sitting in their car. We're used to people locking the doors and clicking their doors. We're used to that. The stereotype or the stigma that comes with the skin. You get on the elevator, the woman clutches her purse like, oh shit. There's so many things that I can say by being a black man that I've went through. And I wouldn't want anybody else to go through anything like that, because I'm a black person and I know how it feels to be discriminated against, to be ridiculed or
That
or
was
just looked at as bad.
when it came to what they did between the sheets, when they kept it private, it stayed private. The moment they chose to make a holiday, put it on every TV show, now you're disrespecting people that otherwise would have left you alone.
How is that disrespect? Just because you don't agree with it?
I'm gonna say again, yeah. Because
Isn't that like
if that's
being,
okay,
but isn't that like being like a snowflake though? Like, aren't you like a snowflake for being offended for what someone else does, like in front of you, like on TV or something like that?
nah, but what I'm saying is, once upon a time in this world, people knew they existed. Every once in a while, you saw them, but now they're out in the open because they got holidays, they got this, and we straight folks have to almost bow.
You don't have to bow to gay
tell
people.
us it's in a minute you're gonna be shunned for being with a woman, but yet it'll be normal if you're with a man or two women together.
That sounds like when white people were like in schools and stuff like that and started having like desegregation and stuff, and they're like, what? These guys are going to be, these white people. My friend Timmy's going to be a drug dealer or something like that, man. It kind of sounds like what you're doing right now, where you think that like they're gonna take over the world or something like that and destroy it. It doesn't make any sense.
No. I didn't say they were gonna take over the world. What I'm saying is, who made the holiday? Who made that a holiday? Who made the month of June LBGTQ month?
I think they
get a whole month.
The community.
They get a whole month. And then today's trans observance. Yeah. So who made that law? That's what I'm getting to.
Congress.
Who made that law, considering that Congress was supposed to stand on the Bible?
No, it's not. What is that? Like what constitutional amendment says that?
Wait a minute. Can I say it? Hey, Tech, can I say it? Because we used to say it in school. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberties and justice for all.
That's not a legal, like, binding thing. Where I'm saying that where in the Constitution does it say that Congress has to, act from the laws of the Bible?
Well, as a matter of fact, it didn't.
Oh,
but
so what's the point?
With liberty, but what does the song say? And that's a part of American history.
But that's a song, and not like what like delineates what Congress can or can't do. So, what's the thing there?
I get it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I thought that was something that they should, because, like I said, how did they get that holiday? How did they get? And personally, every time they get a law, black people get a law, whether we ask for it or not. If they ask for something with Congress and it gets passed, they give us something. If black people say we want this and we need more of this in America, they get something. And they usually get a whole lot more.
They get holiday, like what are you talking about? In other words,
as a race, we're tied to them.
How?
I once heard when Trump got in office, they said if they make gay marriage not legal, that they were going to come back and push the Supreme Court to outlaw interracial marriage. And I about lost it. Like, what?
Yeah, they are. If they do get rid of that, Clarence Thomas is going to and he's black, surprisingly. And so he has said himself that he's like, if that gets removed, then he'll go after interracial marriage. So.
But you know why Clarence Thomas can't go after it? He married to a white woman.
No, but even that, despite the fact that he's married to a white woman, he would still, support that. He said that publicly.
Well. Hey, look, hey, who am I to know what's going on in somebody's personal life?
At least not personal. If that affects probably
Clarence
you
Thomas
too, right?
on TV right now.
That's not personal. That's you. That affects everybody.
Yes, he does. I was gonna say, but for Clarence Thomas,
no.
Yeah.
Let me ask the question. Let me ask the question, and I just want to know if people's personal life, does it matter to you? This is something. Now, should it? I don't know. Should somebody's personal life affect you? No.
Yeah,
It just shouldn't.
If they have if their personal lives extend into affecting you, then yeah, you know what I mean. If Donald Trump or whoever is in power, whoever's a billionaire who controls big tech or whatever is a pedophile, then I think that matters.
I don't give a damn what the man next door to me doing, as long as it don't spill over into my yard.
But that's what I'm saying is that since they're powerful, that stuff is going to spill over in some way, especially if they're if that's demonstrated.
I'm gonna give you an example. I think both of y'all can understand. If my neighbor's beating his wife ass in his house, I'm not gonna go kick that man door in. But if he beating her ass in the yard, I'm gonna break that up, because now you didn't impeded it into my world. I see it.
But if, let's say Mark Zuckerberg or something like that is a pedophile, and you use Facebook or the CEO of Google, how about that? And you use Google internet, email all the time. That directly affects you because that guy's a pedophile.
It does affect directly because he's a pedophile. If he's proven by the court of law as a pedophile,
I mean, but what if he went to the island?
If his platform is the only thing we can use to communicate, I got to keep using it, even though I don't like him. If he's proven as a pedophile, because his platform is the only thing
doesn't matter
that we can use. I like basketball, men's and women. They full of gays, but everybody that play basketball ain't gay, and the basketball ain't gay. The game of basketball is not gay.
A pedophile, though, we're going to the same thing. It's not the same. I think pedophiles are worse than gay people.
Yeah, I mean, all of it is bad. But I'm saying is, if Meta, I don't have an Instagram. I never liked it. I went into it.
Pedophilia is a crime. Being gay ain't.
Being gay is not a crime.
It's throughout history, even independent of the Bible, just a bad thing.
In the Bible, it's crime. I just want to be real. Hold on,
let's clear it out. But in a secular society where morals aren't really derived from any book written 10,000 years ago or something like that, pedophilia is objectively a bad thing.
I mean, because if the book was bad, they would have taken out the fact that God destroyed 2 cities over that. And the God I serve doesn't like that enough to burn 2 cities to the ground. And you heard me say, I'm not going to chastise because I'm not the God Almighty. And I would let my gay co-worker know I don't stand for what you stand for, but we got to work together. I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? Because he's still a human being. She's still a human being. Does that make sense?
Well, no. Here go what I want to. This is what I want to say about this is because, this is what we were talking about, where your people that are paying you to do your job is of that culture or that way. So for you to keep your job, you must also sometimes and Black
God
Hands,
said don't be no fool.
I could see what he was saying, but he said Black Hands said, I'm glad he did it and he won. And he kind of did because he said what he wanted to say, and he's still getting his $10 million. Now, on the other side, the flip side of that coin is he won't make more money probably because of what he said. So sometimes
he'll make more money
for
just
the greater good,
not from the league. Because if he spends it right,
the NBA,
not from the NBA, no. He'll never make it like that again.
Not from the NBA. He's done. But what I'm
He's
getting
done
at
there.
is we must always we all have a goal. Our goal is to have money, to be this free person,
To live
to
your life.
roam around this earth, to buy things, to live your life, put gas in your car, do all these things. So if you're speaking out against what's giving you money
To feed
you
your
must
family.
not do that.
You must
You
take
must
it into account.
now, what to me is tucking your tail to get your money to feed your family. Is that bad or
No.
or starving and having your kids and your family die right in front of you? Now
Who said that's gonna happen?
I'm not doing
He's
anything
extreme, but yeah, I get it.
no, but what I'm
I don't
saying
get it
is,
at all.
but I'm not doing
One
anything
day you
that I
will.
don't want to do.
No, I'm not.
But I'm not. I'm right now. I'm not doing anything that I wouldn't do.
You
I guess for
support
money.
your family off your
because-
income, and God would laugh at you if you did what Jaden Ivey do, because he's gonna be like, fool, you could stand for me and still not mess up the money to take care of you and your family. I ain't saying do that.
I don't think you can ever like say like what God would think, right? But I think, but then like Jesus say like if you do care about me, you would like sell all your possessions and stuff like that, like be like deliberately like
No,
poor.
he told one guy to do that.
No, but I mean that shouldn't that be like a prescription to like everybody on earth?
That was to that one dude. He told that was to that one dude.
That's the one guy. That's that stuff that Jesus said that people wrote down like 30 years after he died.
Was to one guy.
That's one guy, so that's not to be like interpreted at all. That one just doesn't matter at all. That's like a throwaway line.
No, it wasn't even a throwaway. He just told that one person as an example.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter though. It's just one person though. So
it was one person that he told to do that, but it was like Jaden Ivey, $10 million, he should be good for the rest of his life. You don't need 180 to live this life. I damn sure ain't got 180. You see what I'm saying? You don't need that to live this life. It's great if you have it. And he got that. He can still make more money enough to live for the rest of his days, and him and his family, if he do that right. So at the end of the day, he got to speak his mind. Yeah, did it cost him his career? Yeah, but he still won. Black Hands was right. He won. But you working at Lowe's, or me, if on this podcast, I'm not going to say nothing toward the money that feeds us. I'm not going to fuck that up.
Okay.
Because
of
how I feel.
Now you're hitting what I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to just say, I'm shutting my goddamn mouth and I ain't got nothing to say.
I'm not God. Because I'm not God. I can't destroy a world. You feel me? I can't destroy a
didn't
city.
He say like you can't serve like God, or like you can't serve both God and money? You have to serve only one, right? So I think in a certain perspective, right? Jaden Ivey's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, right? This is a give up all like sources of income and be, you know,
to a degree, he chose that. He chose that route.
That shows that's kind of how it works,
the
right?
love of money is the root of all evil, which means if you worship money, if that's the only thing you care about, your only existence is to get money, then you breaking one of God's laws when it comes to that. So he chose to say what he said, but he also said some subject under the law, which means the law of the land says that is something we kind of just stay away from. If it comes down to you feeding your family, don't put your family and your life in jeopardy over it.
I mean,
that is clear.
To obey God?
There you go.
To obey God.
No. But didn't God tell Abraham to sacrifice his own kid?
Man, that was 359 million years ago.
But that doesn't matter though. If God tells you to do something, and
that's
God
not
is
what
called,
he's doing. Wait a minute, that's not what he's doing.
But God has called Jaden Ivey to say that he healed him, right? And so God has called Jaden Ivey.
Jaden Ivey said that. The X-ray didn't say that.
No. Jaden Ivey is being right now commanded by God to to speak the gospel, right? Isn't that what he was supposed to?
Some of that is Jaden Ivey's feelings, man. He's still a human being.
But
I'm explaining it to you. He's still a human being.
Yeah. Human beings can't speak the word of God?
Yeah.
Didn't you just say that?
You can also get in your feelings.
You can also that it was the truth though.
You can also get into your feelings.
Yeah, but what part of that was feelings?
When he said God healed me, and the X-ray is showing that you can't play on this, son.
Yeah, but the part that got him, cut from the team was that the part that you said was truthful, right?
Yeah, and that's a risk he took.
So
he chose to stand out on faith and take. But God bless him because he got $10 million. You, me, and your daddy ain't got $10 million. But yet we're doing all right with the money we make, right?
He's probably going to lose all that.
We're not in the position to where we can do such a thing, no matter how we feel.
Sure, you are.
we have to show up for work.
I mean, Job got his entire family destroyed by serving God, right? And so he got a new one at the end of the book. So if you have to break a few omelets to serve God, isn't that what you're supposed to do?
If God tell you to, yeah.
So God tells Jaden Ivey to do this stuff, then And
wait a minute. He walking away with 10 million. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not gonna his.
That's when you say the golden word.
But here go. Hold on, y'all. What I feel is this: if Jaden Ivey didn't care about it, he shouldn't have been going on rants talking about, man, I wasn't detrimental to the team and all this. He should have been like, hey, thank you guys for the catapult that you gave me this money, and now I can go serve God. This is what the true intentions is for.
Hey,
Instead of
said that. Tim Tebow said that same exact thing. If I never play another down. He said, if I never play another down.
I can respect that when a person.
You went in and out.
I can respect that from a person. I can respect that from a person that actually says, I am done with these games, playing basketball, doing
living
this football, this baseball, whatever. But here go. Your lifestyle has to change dramatically because now the video that you sent me about that guy saying if you got money, you might want to act broke. You might want to be broke. And this is one of those cases where
like you broke.
He must move like this from now on, like he has nothing. And make his life, make that money last as long as it can. And he better have good investments. Man, you might want to reach out to him and see if you can help him out invest that money. So,
yeah, because I'm going to say, I agree.
All I want to say is on the closing of this.
Hold on, say it again. You went out.
What'd you say, man?
You should give all to the poor. That's the investment advice I would give him. If he wants to serve his God of his Bible, he should give all of his money, all $10 million of it, minus tax, to the needy.
No, you don't screw your own family over.
No, I mean, your family doesn't matter when you serve God, right? So,
it's that God, and then you, then your wife, then your kids.
Yeah, but if that overrules everything, God, wife, and the kids, Abraham was told by God to kill his own son. So why should that matter?
Back when there wasn't no cars and everybody was riding camels. And Miss Prince is right. The pyramids do predate the Bible.
Yeah.
The Egyptians was around before there was shit to write on.
Yeah, but I mean, they made it. But what does that have to do about what I said? Because it's old. Because the whole Bible's old, right? So what are you talking about?
I'm just saying that passage and what was going on then, men were allowed to have as many wives as they can get back then to the New Testament.
So you should kill your own. So that shouldn't be interpreted into today. Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah, we not sacrificing our kids no more. With you know what I'm saying?
So why is that? But why is that? What I mean, if God tells you to, right?
We not sacrificing our kids no more. He already said he wouldn't do that no more.
But if God told you to do,
hey, that's why he sent Jesus.
Yeah. But if God told you to do that, that'll be kind of the whole. You would have to do it.
Yeah, but the thing is, he'll never do that because he sent Jesus.
Yeah. So why does anything else from that matter to why do you apply anything else from the Old Testament or even like some of the New Testament to your?
No. I apply what he said, the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, but what? That was 10,000 years ago, 10 billion years ago, and no one.
The 10 Commandments is still
back then.
At the end of the day, he said in the New Testament, "Keep my commandments," which was the 10 Commandments.
No, he said the one. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I just think that you're selectively like using certain things, like you're selectively using certain like parts of the Bible, like what Jaden was doing.
You picked those selective parts of the Bible from way back when. You picked certain things from the Bible from way back when. Yeah, in the Old Testament. We've been in the New Testament.
But you do too. You
selective. New Testament.
But why are you using the Old Testament then, though? What are you talking about? Why are you talking about that? Why is that part of your moral framework?
Because he made it a point in the New Testament to remind us of how he felt about Sodom and Gomorrah.
No, he didn't. It's fine though. Final Four.
That's all
I'm gonna go into this Final Four, and we gonna wrap it up after this though. But UConn had the best game in the Elite Eight, and that jumper that was hit by that guy right there. He's from Indianapolis, matter of fact, and he's going back home to try to get that championship with UConn. What's his last name, son?
Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
I can't find it.
Man, I forgot his name.
Remember the dude's name.
Just look up who hit the game winner. Well, he's going to be a name to remember over.
Oh, he's going down. He's going down in Christian.
Man.
Nobody
hit a shot.
He's in the sentence with Christian Leitner for sure.
Mullins.
Yeah.
Yes, Mullins. Mullins was the player of that weekend. He hit that shot. They were 2 for 17 at the time. They came back at a 19-point comeback. That was one of the best comebacks I've seen in history.
It was bittersweet,
and the way that they came back. No, that was the shit.
It was bittersweet because it was stupid.
Listen.
Bro, I turned the TV because I said, "Oh, they finna lose." I turned the TV. My man's called me about an hour later. Was like, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" I'm gonna check the score of the game. He was like, "Don't check the score. UConn won." I was like, "What?" They was down 19.
Listen, the best game I've seen. Man.
I was mad.
Did you watch that?
To see it.
Oh, we watched it. Yeah,
we watched it live, and it was amazing. I seen the comeback. It was so.
Bro,
it was play by play.
Duke went up 19. I said, "This game is over." I turned the TV because I couldn't bear to see Duke win. Because they was cheating them. They couldn't get no calls. I said, "Oh yeah."
Hey, do the boozer with me.
My man's called me and said, "Man, did you see it?" I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" I said, "Man, don't tell me Duke won. It's over." I knew Duke was going to win. He was like, "No, UConn won." I'm like, "You bullshit." I went to YouTube. I was like, "No, dude didn't hit that shot." And the way it went down with the tip, he tipped it right to him. He just launched it from the logo. All net. Oh man, hey,
Yeah.
Duke, the Duke players, the coach, the fans, they look sick.
I mean, that's like the Duke way, though. I think
that
didn't
was the
last
best
year they
game,
choked.
man.
Yeah. Didn't like last year, like Duke like choked the exact same way against UNC or something like that. So this is like what they do, to be honest. So it's not very
That's what they do.
If they go lose, it's epic.
No, they lost to Florida. That was. It was like
well,
a. It was
if
like
anybody,
a joke or something like that. Yeah.
Well, that was in the championship game. I thought.
No, it was
or Final
Duke
Four,
and,
one of the two.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but they like lost like a huge lead last year too.
Yeah. Well, that Illinois team is if there was a such thing as a Cinderella, that Illinois team is the Cinderella team in this whole thing. And Peja Stojakovic's son is actually balling his ass off, man. They got a nice team, a overseas Euro team, basically. I still got to go with UConn. The way that they came back on Duke. They what's my man name? Terrace
Reed.
Terrace Reed. Oh my goodness. Terrace Reed played a hell of a game. He kept him in the game. He was the only motherfucker playing. And you know, Kasherbar, whatever his name was, he's the only one hit the other three. And UConn with Terrace Reed, they tough as hell. So I'm gonna go ahead and still stick with my guns, and I'm gonna stick with Arizona against Michigan, which I don't want to do it right now and say that because Michigan is looking really good with Yaxel, Cadeau right there. That's in the picture.
A day,
big boy, the 7-footer.
A day, Mara. His name is A Day.
He's good.
He was having a day. Yes,
but that's the thing Michigan about these tournaments, man. And so, who you got in the UConn Illinois game?
UConn. But I would not be surprised if Illinois pop them.
Okay, but UConn and Michigan. UConn,
but it's not going to surprise me if Illinois pop them because Big Ten basketball is Big Ten basketball.
There you go. Man, what's your picks on that one right here?
I'm gonna go UConn against Illinois, even though Illinois is like a really deep, like Eastern European, like EuroLeague team.
No, Michigan, UConn and Illinois playing. They playing each other first, and then Michigan and Arizona, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, UConn. I said UConn against Illinois. UConn's gonna win.
I thought you were saying.
He said even though Illinois is deep, he's still going with UConn. And I think everybody on the panel going Michigan.
I got Arizona. I think because Arizona, I think compared to like the rest of Michigan's wins against compared to like smaller teams as well, I think Arizona has the size to like counter Yaxel, has the size to like contest like Cadeau's like deep threes. Like I think, and also like Mara too. Like I think they have like a good enough composition and long enough front court to kind of complicate any Yaxel shenanigans. So I think he's gonna go for like 14 and like just crash out or something. That's what I got.
If the pace starts off, here's the deal: if we let Arizona dictate the pace, then Arizona gonna win. If we don't let them dictate the pace, we can beat them. They undersized underneath.
They got the Bryce James bench boost, man. I think they're destined to win. I don't know. You got to stand. You think the King's gonna lose in March Madness? Are you crazy? No,
he only. Wait a minute. What's it got to do with him? He don't even get off the bench.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't even need to. He's the son of the king, so he's gonna win regardless.
I don't think they're gonna let him win the national championship and he declaring for the draft. Nah. And
no,
he ain't put one foot on the floor. No, thank you.
No, he's redshirting for next year, so then he try to do something. But he doesn't even have to like go on his presence alone because he's the son of the king. He'll go up there and they're gonna win.
Wait a minute, he redshirted. I heard he was going in the draft. He put
redshirted. He would go like he wouldn't even get selected. Like there's no like sample size of anything for like any GM to even.
Hey, wait a minute. Bronny James got selected.
Yeah, because Bronny James played.
Bronny James barely played for USC, man.
Yeah.
He barely played.
He barely played, but he was also like a better player than his brother. Like Bryce isn't that good. It only got in Arizona because of his dad. So he has to like kind of prove himself next year or whenever to get like a draft position. But yeah.
Actually, I was under the impression that Bryce was actually better than Bronny.
Nah. Bronny before like the heart attack was like a beast. Like he was actually like a good player. But like Bryce is, I think like just off of name recognition, he just kind of, it's got to
give him a pass.
Yeah, he got a pass. Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, I was gonna say they gave him a pass. So I don't see them letting him get a national championship. Because it is rigged. All of it is rigged, and I don't see them letting him get a national championship ring, and he ain't even touched the floor, and he declared for the draft.
He's not though. You can't. There's like no one will pick him. Like that's like me like declaring for the draft. There's no tape of me. There's no tape of Bryce. He's not. He's gonna redshirt like for next year. He's gonna play next year. And he's probably gonna like go for the drafts and play with his dad on like his last,
his last stand.
Yeah.
That could be it. I mean, it could be it. All I know is if they let Arizona dictate the pace of the game, Arizona can beat them. But if Michigan slow the game down, they undersized.
Oh yeah.
Michigan's gonna get damn near every offensive and every defensive rebound.
What's my man name? Pete. What's his name?
Remember, we got the Johnson boy. Hey, we got the big Johnson boy at power forward.
No, Michigan got a squad, man. But all these 4 teams right now are here for a reason. And like I said, I think Illinois got the biggest chip on their shoulder right now. Being like the lowest seed, being in the championship, and I mean in the Final Four. Hopefully Michigan and here it go, man. I'm strictly a Michigan fan because I live in Michigan, but I'm just saying Arizona because I think my mom when she went to Arizona, she let me know right now. She talking to me like, man, pick Arizona, motherfucker. But and then my mom was from Illinois. We moved. This is crazy. My mom stayed in Illinois. We moved to Michigan, and she moved to Arizona.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's crazy. So these 3 teams are going to really, it's okay. These teams right now are okay for me in the Final Four, for me to see how hard everybody played during the Elite 8.
We're
games.
going to get some really exciting basketball.
Yep. Hats off to Duke too, man. They had a tremendous. They had a great season, but they just couldn't pull it off, man. And UConn hit that half-court shot, and it got me up out of my seat. It made me excited for March Madness again. and it gave me a knowing that we're gonna have a good Final Four, and I think I just can't wait till I hear the ball is tipped. That one shiny moment.
So it's over.
And UConn got that one shiny moment right now that's in the air about, they got it right now. Like the championship is almost in their hands right now. UConn. It's theirs to lose. So I'm going to be excited for the Final Four. I'm going to be excited to see one shiny moment again. And I'm gonna leave this on the floor. Arizona wins by 7 championship night. Arizona by 7 championship night.
You're calling it Arizona,
I'm stick with that. Yep. Arizona, UConn.
Wow.
And but
Man,
that's just what I feel. And,
hey, I'm happy to see you guys coming off of, now that we down to the Final Four.
Yeah. It's real.
To call these games.
But I actually had Arizona winning it from the beginning. So here we are on the last week, and our team and Michigan. I think you said Michigan.
Yeah, I picked Michigan.
I think Black Hands said Michigan, and me and Man said Arizona. So I'm gonna stick with Arizona for this one, man, and I'm gonna put a good portion. I'm gonna put probably about a $25 bet in on Arizona versus Michigan because I believe Arizona might be the underdog.
They're not the underdog. So they rank number one. They're number one seed. No. They're not the underdog. The underdog.
No, they are. Yes, they are. The Wolverines are the favorites right now by 2 points.
Yes.
Yeah. So
they actually are.
And the underdog would be Illinois.
They're favorite. So
no, Arizona.
No, Illinois is the biggest. No, he's talking about from the. I think the whole thing. Illinois is the whole underdog.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but compared to UConn, they're underdog.
But I mean,
the only reason
UConn's
why
not that talented
is because we scored 90 on everybody.
Yeah, and those were like good teams too. So it's just
we scored 90 on everybody. Yeah. But Arizona's not a underdog on the strength of they was number one a few times this year, and they're number one seed.
Yeah,
nah, they're not the underdog. Out of the Final Four, the underdog is Illinois, hands down.
Yeah, I say that too. I guess we're gonna go into our close. I'm gonna say because Illinois is a number 4 seed, UConn is a 2, Michigan a 1, Arizona a 1. Shit. But we're gonna go into our closing statements for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and start off. Hopefully, Tiger Woods get his help, and get into rehab and stop driving cars and rolling them over. He thought it said rollover instead of Range Rover, and he's out there just rolling his car over. And I just would hope that he gets the help he needs. And he looked like his head, his goddamn mug shot looked like a goddamn dirty sucker on the carpet. Like you pick up a dirty sucker on the carpet. His hair looked like a goddamn fool.
All I can say is when I saw that man mug shot. When I saw that man, I was like, somebody call Tiger Woods and tell him it's time to cut it all off. That might be the problem he going through. Is he going bald? The little war baby curls ain't them faded off. He didn't try Rogaine, the hair for men, and it ain't work. He didn't call Rex to roll him
It ain't working, man.
for the hair department. You know what I'm saying? He done went through everything that ain't work. Bro, it's time to put some clippers and a razor to that. We still gonna love you, Tiger.
Listen, man, when I seen that, listen, he need to cut it all off so on the top of his head he ain't got
Nothing.
he need nothing on top of that motherfucker.
I was like, wow, Tiger, you looking bad.
But
Hey, all I can say was, I was
listen,
like, is this
Tiger
what
look like a
when I saw the picture, I was like, this what $1 billion do? I don't want that.
I mean, he's
Okay.
busting off the pills, bro.
This what $1
But
billion
he's busting off the pills.
do?
That's not the millies. That's the pillies, not the millies.
Yeah, I
Billy.
believe it. The Pillies?
Those are the
Billy.
pillies,
Billies,
not
it's the
the
Pillies.
pillies, not the billies. I think.
Well,
That's
he
not.
need to quit doing the Pillies.
Yeah.
He need to quit doing the Pillies and talk to somebody.
The
It's
Pillies.
okay. Because if your life look like
and
that,
here you go, man.
go ahead, Chad.
Like I said, I just hope he gets the help. I just hope he gets the help that he needs before he kills someone or himself. Also, Jaden Ivey, this is for you, brother. I hope you get your stuff together, get rehab on your knee, and go get some help and talk to somebody and get back into the same prowess that you were in when you started, when you got drafted. Put the work in if that's what you want to do. But if not, it's time to leave everything else alone and go do God's mission, whatever it is on earth. And for the Final Four, man, I just want to have good games, buzzer beaters. I enjoy those. That's why I enjoy the weekends. But I just want to see good games. And I'm gonna let you guys take over for a second and go ahead and let me see what man, you got something to say, buddy?
Not really. I think I said all I had to say. But yeah, I just think that Ivy is he's crazy. He's probably insane. And so even if like that appears that way, like he appears that way because he is, he's a religious guy and he's taking God's word and his command and, do whatever. That's fine. Pooh Sheisty is a crash out. He's insane. He should be like put on like Mars or something like that, like a different like planet, like apart from everyone else, because he's like too Sheisty. He's too Sheisty, not Pooh Sheisty.
Nah, we got to do him like the Incredible Hulk. Hey, we got to just send him out in space and wish him the best of luck.
Yeah,
we don't need to send him to Mars because he might
get
back.
Yeah, something.
He might find a way
back
to
the moon.
Send that motherfucker to another dimension.
In a like escape pod or something like that. It's having to
float through space. Send him to another dimension.
Yeah,
him and that anybody like him.
And his dad. And his dad. See, like they screwed off like people's like diamond earrings and stuff. Like he like in like when like they robbed Gucci Mane, he like screwed off someone's like a diamond off someone's like ear or something like that. It was weird.
Real diamonds, you gotta have screw-ons with the real diamonds. They all real diamonds will have screw-on.
Yeah,
and the fact that you got to screw somebody's diamond off tells me Pooh Sheisty's kind of hurt for money.
I mean, probably he hasn't like made like an album in how long? So
see,
he's made nothing. So
man, a lot of them rappers be broke, but that's for another story. That's
for
another show.
Nothing.
Yeah, I was waiting for
my closing argument. I don't got one because you two said everything I was gonna say. So all my closing statement is gonna be: I miss y'all. When the next show?
we gonna do one. We got. I guess we got. Friday is Good Friday. We got what? Today Passover.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the actual.
So
when is the
Good
national
Friday.
championship game?
That's on Monday, I think.
Okay, so
It's
that
on
means
the
next
6th.
Thursday we should have a show. So my closing
Oh
argument.
no, we having the show next Thursday.
Then my closing argument is I can't wait. My closing argument is I can't wait.
Listen, excellent. Listen, I want to say thank you, AZ My Zone, for watching the show today, being a part of the comments. Miss Spritz, once again, thank you for joining the show. And we got a couple new subscribers. So people will be watching the show. Hopefully our views go up a little bit. But gratitude. I want to thank you guys. Thank you, man, for showing up again. Money, thank you for showing up. Cortland,
you know I wouldn't do
Chandler, Black Hands, our crew, man. Thank you guys for everything, man. And Money, thank you again. Thank you again for the donations, man, because it really means a lot. We've been, like I said, I spent a lot of money on our. You got to get your product coming too for you. I'm actually probably going to put that on a live feed showing that I'm making it. So I'll probably make the shirt on a live, so you can at least see it all in action. Me doing everything from start to finish. So you can see how the products are being made.
You're a fan of
produced.
many hats.
So
you're a man of many hats, though. So that's no surprise to me.
Yes, I do it all. I do everything myself. I am not the person that need anybody to do anything. I like to at least figure it out and see what I could do, and go from there. But I probably, like I said, tomorrow I'll probably set it all up. Print you I'm gonna give you the property tax shirt first. I mean, I'm making a property tax for you, and a Happy Face podcast one for you too. So when you're on the show, you can rep that one or whatever.
Oh, all day long.
But the property tax will come. The property tax will coming. You're gonna love that one. Talk your shit, Money. So, like I said, man, Happy Face podcast, another show.
Another show. I'll see y'all next Thursday.
No doubt. Welcome to another show. It's your boy Chester Sir, but Tiger Wood got to stop that bullshit, man. That motherfucker need to cut all that bullshit off. I'm talking about off. He don't need
nothing
on that motherfucking head. Get that shit off. But yeah, I guess I'll end it again with my shit, man. You know how I do. But I want to thank everybody for showing up, watching the show. Hopefully you had a little laugh or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Cereal with the canned milk, the powder milk, no milk. Waffles, no syrup. I ate noodles with no packet. Nothing.
Girl, I know you're fine, cause I see your body to change. I ain't had it in a while and I need you into my play. I know you got it, no man, but he don't know he can complain. I'ma knock that pussy out like I used to back in the day. Baby girl, it ain't a crime, it's just an old time saying. I know you want me like I want always be my
old school love. Girl, I ain't seen you in a while. Still got the same pretty smile. Oh, you stay in a big city now. Only one child, not mine, straight down, so fine. Damn, girl, get a nigga like me in line. Remember the time, reminiscing, kissing and creeping. All of my secrets that you was keeping. I held you when you was weeping, when you took a beating. My soulmate, you was the one that I was needing. When you left me, my heart wasn't beating. It felt like it was bleeding. Now I'm succeeding. Things ain't the same, some things that change. Some kids and a rain. It feel kinda strange, cause I still wanna bang. Now PD mode, do your thing. Yeah, you know, it's for 2007. It's like this.
Girl, I know you fine, cause I see your body to change. I ain't had it in a while and I need you into my play. I know you got it on man, but he don't know he can complain. I'ma knock that pussy out like I used to back in the day. Baby girl, it ain't a promise, it's an old time say. I know you want me like I want you, so go and give it to me. Feel like the baddest time, but love a nigga today. You will always be.
Yeah, she was my ATL shouted from back in the day when I used to hit the Cali strip chopping on blades. She had long hair and pretty feet, always kept a box of sweets, light green eyes with 2 gold teeth, a bad freak. We used to hit Mosley Park and have fun. She kept a fly Gucci purse with a gun. My thug misses, dark skin and thick, I miss them Hershey kisses. Late night tasting your body was delicious. Waking and making love, you're more than my freaky thug, my homie, lover, friend. I thought about you in the bins. Baby girl, can we still get it on? I miss that sexy ass in that thong. Now PD Mo sing the song for real, nigga.
Yeah, I know you fine, cause I see your body to change. I ain't had it in a while and I need you into my play. I know you got it on man, but he don't know he can complain. I'ma knock that pussy out like I used to back in the day. Baby girl, it ain't a promise, it's an old time say. I know you want me like I want you, so go and give it to me. Feel like the baddest time, love a nigga today. You will always be my
old school love struck, touched by lightning forever. Miss you dearly, hate we apart forever. Off top, baby girl, you my heart forever. If we would've stayed together, things might've got better. My lost treasure, real love like Mary by every measure. Hit my moms if you need me, I'm not like whatever. My love's tough like leather, more like DOC. No nigga can do you better, not like KB. Let an off-brand nigga lock you down like tether. Disrespect your essence, true beauty in the flesh. Disregard the potential, get a queen, truly blessed. Should've never let you go, that's how I know life a test. Was the freshest of the fresh together, nothing less. Everywhere we go, best dressed, head to toe. Baby girl's one of a kind, how the hell I ain't know. Now standing as a man all alone. Used to say you be the one waking up next to me when we was grown. I'm getting old and miss you more, every day I grow. Cause first love, baby girl, you some motherfucking shawty. Nothing lasts forever, the lesson you taught me, shawty.
Girl, I know you fine, cause I see your body to change. I ain't had it in a while and I need you into my play. I know you got it on man, but he don't know he can complain. I'ma knock that pussy out like I used to back in the day. Baby girl, it ain't a promise, it's an old time say. I know you want me like I want you, so go and give it to me. So feel like the baddest time, love a nigga today. You will always be my old school love.
Yeah, Jim Shoe Beats, nigga. Holla at your boy.
Ghetto Cam, classic brand style, entertainment.
Deck, PD Mo on deck. We dedicate this song to everybody. Old school love, all my old school loves. Mom, you my old school love.
I got drove by the pound, yo by the packs. My city's like a maze, so I post up at my trap. Trap house jumping, thriller in Manila. My city's like a jungle when I run with the gorilla. I got drove by the pound, yo by the packs. My city's like a maze, so I post up at my trap. Trap house jumping, thriller in Manila. My city's like a jungle when I run with the gorillas.
Money in my palm, I'm cooler than the Fonz, reacting like a bomb. My clique is the Dons, paper's what I'm after, a fistful factor. So much green, had to cop me a tractor. Ghetto Cam, but I'm no fucking actor. Real street, real muscle, real hustle. I'm a hustler, you bought the CD, now I hustled ya. Don't think you're ready for the petty chetty in the Chevy, riding clean, sipping lean with a team that's supreme, every woman's dream.
I'm what you call a block king. 4 in the morning, cranking, watching my flip screen. Got ashes in my cup and I'm still grinding. At the trap house, my 24s and paint shining. I bury you cockroaches, the reaper my nigga. You can die for my whistle, nigga know I'm a killer. From the mind of a dealer, I got drove by the pound, yay by the pack, and weak dealers get jacked. I got drove by the pound, yo by the pack. My city's like a maze, so I post up at my trap. Trap house jumping, thriller in Manila. My city's like a jungle when I run with the gorillas. I got drove by the pound, yo by the pack. My city's like a maze, so I post up at my trap. Trap house jumping, thriller in Manila. My city's like a jungle when I run with the gorillas.
Yeah, I'm a hustler. That means I stacks my dollars, my guap, my cheddar. Man, I stacks whatever. I don't fuck with them lame niggas, yo, them telltellers. Them fellas had your ass writing long letters. I can tell he was bitch tired. I can see in his eyes what he don't lie. He don't like to see a motherfucker come around shining in his face. Quick to pick up the phone, nigga, and call up the Jake.
Yeah. Alright, calm down, motherfuckers, calm down. Can't be back in this bitch up that crack corridor. 96 to 69 to 75. You know what it is, shit. I'm like bass rocking 87, banging in the seat. I'm open 24 hours, 7 days of the week. Cuts up late night, man, the click never sleep. So no business on the next tailgate. Fuck the bumper cops up, went back to the beat. Trap hot like the South, cause our price is so cheap. Dr. Rello, slick fellow, nigga, K.I.B. Dream up bigger, better things. Organized grind scheme, paper chasing, serve more soft. Then Dairy Queen got white, got green, codeine from everything.
I drove by the pound, yo by the pack. My city's like a maze, so I post up at my trap. Trap house jumping, thriller in Manila. My city's like a jungle when I run with the gorillas. I got drove by the pound, yo by the pack. My city's like a maze, so I post up at my trap. Trap house jumping, thriller in Manila. My city's like a jungle when I run with the gorillas.
This ain't no dream shit. I wanna see my pockets pop. And I ain't no scheme shit. Wanna count on my green machines, bare machines. Never keep it a secret. For the money I'm creeping. All around my hood, just keeping my block easy. Steady stacking my chain, ready for any season. Niggas wanna bang, fuck with my look, that be our reason. Never playing no game, making niggas believe. Off the line of my 9 will leave you coughing and wheezing. Nigga, that's barely breathing. So if you wanna build your body, step your game up a notch and get the block all you got.
They like how we stack that chain. They know we don't play no game. They like how we keep the hood hot, giving the block all that we got won't stop. They like how we stack that chain. They know we don't play no game. They like how we keep the hood hot, giving the block all that we got won't stop. I'm known to keep a bobblehead with me. One day I treat her like a queen, next day I treat her shitty. I gotta keep them hoes on their toes, introducing the pimpin' to show them how it goes. I got a couple bitches on the pole, got a couple bitches on the stroll, got a couple bitches so they sold. I got a couple bitches on the low, I got a couple bitches just for show, but all my bitches get me dough, cause I'm a trendsetter, that means I got cheddar. If I ain't fucked your girl, then I probably ain't met her, cause I'm the nigga that toe pissed your bitch, made a flip of the click, introduce her to real dick, got her on the flick with a chick licking the click on some freaky shit, cause the shit she like, she half dyke. That's why she fuck with me every night. Cause I'm the motherfucker filling her appetite. And doing it right. They like how we stack that chain. They know we don't play no games. They like how we keep the hood hot. Giving the block all that we got won't stop. They like how we stack that chain. They know we don't play no games. They like how we keep the hood hot. Giving the block all that we got won't stop.
Yeah, paper like Rockefeller, no longer a drug seller. Money like a bank teller, thought I was a dumb fella. Joke's on you, Jack. I'm taking trips with chips at the crib selling crack. Plus, you got fronted and you can't pay it back. I'm getting blunted while I'm flossing these stacks. In my city, they selling rocks and dimes and couch, so making money never stops. Late night, stop in the parking lot.
50 packs a day, hustling, stacking up the pay. Clear the trap of the product, cause the 50's ready to raise. Taxing our fan base, paper chasers get paid on the one way. Pumping, nigga, it's money to be made. CB hit me with 11, which I got right on the block with and let them go for 7. My hustle game incredible, industry fame inevitable. We grind hard, never settle. I'm $1 million fellow, you know.
They like how we stack that chain. They know we don't play no games. They like how we keep the hood hot. Giving the block all that we got won't stop.